and now because it's kind of messed up her palate, she snores really loud.
Oh, poor thing.
I kind of wish we could hear her then.
Yeah, I was like, that sounds great.
Oh no, she's super happy now because she's getting old and those teeth were hurting.
Well,
her.
also like when they have like all that tar and shit in there, like could you imagine having that stank on your mouth the whole time?
Oh yeah, dude, she had some rank breath, but now she's got minty fresh breath now.
Yeah, we have to do that for Lola too, man. She's not as bad, I don't think, but still.
Oh, she was bad. Like when we picked her up from the vet, she's like, yeah, we pretty much took all of her top teeth out.
Oof.
So she's all underbite.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Attack of Opportunity Session 6, 5.
Is it
4,
session
6?
six?
What are we doing? Wait, what?
Why are we here?
Why are we here?
Yeah, Section 6. We're gonna get started here. We're missing 2 players. They will be with us in about 10 minutes or so. They are gonna get negative inspiration for this.
Mhm.
We can't disappoint all of our fans. All
What's
0 of them.
What's negative inspiration? Like writer's block?
At the worst time, you get disadvantage randomly.
Yeah, exactly. When the DM decides.
Yeah, when I deem it thus.
You don't even have to give a reason. It's just disadvantage.
Nope. Yeah, you gotta roll that with disadvantage. Why? Because I said so. That's why. Because I'm the dungeon master.
No.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so you guys left off. Lilith was trying to throw herself out of a window to escape the smell of BO and angst from Victor Valikovich's room. And he's pretty much told you. Well, you should all remember what he told you.
Yeah, he was doing
Teleporting people.
Yeah, right. And there was a bunch of ash by the teleportation circle.
Yeah.
Vesemir and him started bonding there a little bit about death and how cool it is. We don't really want him to come with us.
I was trying to think of names for the cats, but I couldn't think of anything. I got 2.
So here's my thing: we have to go get Irina. We can't just like jump out the window.
Yeah.
So let's go back down and finish exploring the second floor because there was a little hallway that we didn't go into.
This one's Bones.
I like this. Aw.
This is Rattle Shack and Dr. Femur.
Dr.
Aw.
Femur!
I love that so
I love that he's a doctor. That's very important.
That's awesome.
And the other cats don't matter.
Yeah, fuck up there.
Bunch of no-name cats.
Yeah.
So, does that sound like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
All right. To the second floor.
To the second
Okay.
floor.
So I'm just gonna. Oh, a second. Stop.
No.
Okay. I guess not to the second floor yet.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Oh, right. Stop that right now.
Oops.
Okay. To the second floor.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh dear.
Just ignore Small Jackson Lilith. Just assume
Wait,
that they're.
where are we?
We're in the blackness.
Oh, in that room.
Yeah, the trap door.
Okay, so last thing we knew was the burgomaster was downstairs talking to Irina. Irina was keeping him distracted.
Yes, when you left them, they were talking about dual politics.
Great. So let's try to do this as fast as possible without getting caught.
Okay, before you leave, Victor pops his head out from the trap door and goes like, "Hey," to you, Vesemir.
What's up? So I go over there. It's like, hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
Oh, sorry. We left so abruptly.
We
No,
didn't
it's
even
cool,
say
man.
anything. We just left.
No, it's cool, man. I get it.
We just walked out.
He's like, could you do me a favor?
Yeah. What up?
Like a really big favor. If you ever come across a girl named Stella Wachter, could you give her this for me? And he gives you what's clearly a letter with a pink wax seal on the front.
Okay.
Aw.
Victor wants me to. What's her name?
I will. It's the
Stella or something.
Stella.
yeah, Stella Wachter or Wachter. I don't know how it's pronounced.
It looks like
Wachter,
Wachter.
Walked her.
if we see her.
Wachter. I hardly know her.
Oh right. You card.
Letter with a pink seal.
Please,
With a
please
pink
say
seal.
that to him
Yeah.
after he hands you the letter, so he knows it's in good hands.
It's like,
Wachter, I barely know her. He casts Cone of Cold on you.
yes,
you
I'm
do
like,
that?
yeah, of course. Who is this Stella Wachter? Is she your girlfriend?
Oh wait, whoops. Sorry, it's not pink. It's light red.
Oh,
okay.
Big difference.
well, that changes
Very
everything.
important.
I was looking up the meaning of wax seals. Sorry, my bad. I got it wrong.
Oh.
Is this a special girl? A special girl?
He's like, maybe shut up. Don't read the letter.
That's cool, man.
up.
That's cool. That's cool. I'll take it to her. Don't worry about it. I got your back,
Wax
bro.
seal colors have meanings? I didn't know that.
I didn't know.
Yes. And do you know? Okay, outside a game, or maybe inside a game if you want it to be. Do you know what a pink or a light red seal means?
It
I
means
do now.
that you're trying to court her.
It means that it's a communication between lovers.
Oh,
So we know that they're lovers.
how cute. All right. Yeah, I was like, yeah, bro. No, don't worry about it. Also, can you here sign my book? I want him to sign my book of death. I drew
Yeah,
a
man.
little sketch of his face.
Yeah, man, that's cool. Whatever. And he takes the book up into the trapdoor. You don't see him. You hear like the scribbling sound, and then he just kind of nonchalantly throws it. It's just like
It
on
just
the
slides.
floor.
Did we ever convince him he was killing people, or does he just not accept that?
He's convinced, but he doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
He wants
That's
to
fine.
escape, I guess.
Yeah, he legitimately believes that either escaping or death is a better way of living than being here.
All right.
So yeah, he's a teenager.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to open this door. I want to open it slowly so I see if anybody's out in the hallway.
Oh, you don't hear anybody in the hallway.
Okay, so I go in the hallway. Follow me,
Yeah,
guys.
All the
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go in the hallway.
Okay.
All right. So do I have to do dexterity checks through this whole thing?
Nope. It seems like the hallway is quiet, and you can hear all the I guess business happening downstairs.
Downstairs.
You can hear the slight rumble of commotion and stuff downstairs, but it's all quiet up here.
Okay. So I make it all the way over here. I'm over here, guys. Follow me.
Follow me.
I look at Ryan. It's like, Ryan, right or left?
Oh, obviously left.
All right, we gotta go left.
Left is law.
Is the door locked?
I am checking right now. I don't think it is.
No, you're doing it wrong. You have to try to pick the lock first, and then he tells you.
Fail all
Yeah.
my checks and then realize that it's open.
I have a
Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, we actually have a rug this time.
Okay, so no, it's not locked.
Okay.
So
I go inside. Oh.
so okay. So
Yeah.
floor to ceiling shelves line every wall of this windowless room, and a number of books contained here is nothing short of astounding. A brass oiled lamp sits atop a large desk in the center of the room. What the fuck was that?
There's my cell phone. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was like, I did something right. The chair, yeah, me. The chair behind the desk is comfortably padded and has a symbol of a roaring bear stitched into the back cushion.
Neat.
Okay.
This looks like a very important desk. Should we search it?
Yeah. I want to search. I want to search. While he searches the desk, I want to search these books over here on this side.
I'll look
Okay.
over here.
Okay, so who's searching the desk?
Me. I'm literally on top of it.
Okay. The desk is
Search
made of
mode.
dust.
No, I imagine him doing the dad thing, like he knocks on everything. Yep, that's good wood.
Nah,
Much
nah,
mahogany.
I can make this. Okay, so you search the desk. 3 of the drawers are stuffed with blank sheets of parchment, jars of ink, and writing quill. writing quills, rather. One also holds a thick book of tax records dating back to the times of presumably the Baron's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, give me just a moment. Vesemir and Talaxia. It's going to be something different for you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I glyph the warden. Ah!
Each of you roll me a d12 separately.
Okay.
/roll d12.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. I'll wait for Aaron.
Ah.
Or sorry, Talaxia. I didn't mean to break kayfabe.
Wow.
Now we gotta start over.
That's
God
it.
damn.
Cut.
It's cool. It's cool. I figured it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Vesemir, reroll yours.
Reroll mine.
Okay,
Alright.
good. All right. So, Talaxia, you find a book of heretical text. While Vesemir, you find a bestiary of strange beasts.
Cool.
It's a monster manual.
I want to know who wrote this. Does it start with a V? Is there a V anywhere? Is his name Volo?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
This is the same universe, right? Technically.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is all in the same. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Let's see. Who did write it? That's a good question.
Wait, there's an actual person who wrote this?
In my world, it is. A great wizard by the name of Perkins.
I wonder who
What's his
this
name?
is. His first name Chris by any chance?
No, his name is Christoph.
Christoph Perkins.
Great. Does it have any useful information in it?
No, it actually contains like exotic beasts. It contains not stats, but it contains information of beasts that you would probably recognize were from like Chult and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Whereas Talaxia, the text that you have, it contains knowledge of it's kind of like a sacred text and a history book at the same time, because it contains knowledge of a ancient religion that resided in Barovia, presumably before it was civilized.
Oh, okay. So an ancient religion that is like no longer practiced in Barovia, or?
I didn't say that part.
Huh?
I just said an ancient religion.
Does it have a name?
No, it's one of those like ultra primitive, like, you know, like Dreamtime kind of thing, where it had a word, but the word in of itself is just what the actual concept is, and it has no direct translation to. Yeah.
Does it remind us of anybody that we've met? Like, can we think that we've met anybody that practices this religion so far? Or?
No, everyone that you've met so far has been, I don't want to say gentrified, but has seemed to be pretty modern-esque. This is something that dates back to like pre-civilization.
Cool. Wow.
Like this is in real world time. This would be that little sweet period where after Neanderthals, but before like written history. So
That's an old book.
yeah.
Yeah. How old is the book? Is the book super old? And like, who wrote it too? Also curious.
God, you're making me come up with names. The book is very old. It is still legible though, because it's written on hemp paper.
Who?
It's written on hemp paper, not that wood pulp crap.
Good.
And it was written by a historian named Gargosh Dratskoy.
Nice.
Sounds
It's a
like
good
a
name.
nerd.
He probably was.
He was a super nerd.
There's a picture of the author in the back, and it's just Sigmund Freud. So, but yeah, other than that, the room smells like how the Baron smells.
Ew.
You know, no, like not like stank, but it has like
Somebody
it's
took a clean
clearly
hour.
this is where he resides. You know, like. But yeah,
Okay.
other than that, it seems like it's a library.
Any can I do like an investigation? Make sure there's nothing hidden around here.
Actually, roll me a perception check.
Alrighty, I'm good at those. Let's cross my fingers and hope to die. I mean, that I actually do something. Let's see. Perception.
I can assure you that not even death is an escape here.
I just want you guys to notice the number 4 next to perception.
That means you rolled an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you don't detect anything out of the ordinary.
Great.
All right.
Or you don't hear, smell, see, feel anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Taste anything out of the ordinary.
Are you sure? Did you taste it?
I'm like licking the floor.
Well, we should look over here, shouldn't we? Or like, are we aware of everything that's in the room at this point? Like,
and you have thoroughly investigated this room. This room
Okay.
is, for all intents and purposes, tapped out. It's just a library, unfortunately.
To the next
Okay.
room.
But this is, fun fact,
Mhm.
this is the library where Victor found his spell book.
Ah, cool.
So
All right, we're going to the next room. Go on,
are we
guys.
keeping the books, or are we leaving them?
Yeah, let's take that.
I'll
Oh.
keep the monster thing for sure.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Was there anything interesting in the Texas?
no, it's taxes.
Oh, okay. Ooh, wait, is this door open? Sorry, I just kind of stepped in there.
No. I think you're fine. No, it's locked. Sorry, don't go in there.
I'll go in there.
All right, so Alexis, your time to shine.
All right.
Wait,
Which
before
door
you
am
do
I
anything,
on?
though, somebody should
Oh.
investigate it to see if it has any traps.
Oh dear. Okay.
However, okay, so while we're doing this, all the taxes are written to Strahd. All of them. Like, even the ones that date back to his great-great-grandfather, they all direct towards Strahd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about like 300 years worth of taxes.
So like he's alive at the same time as his great grandfather?
Yes. Strahd is immortal. He is the land.
Okay. He is the land. Okay. Hmm.
I am popping these cough drops like you wouldn't believe.
Ah.
No, I'm fine. I'm actually okay. I just have a wicked cough.
So who has the highest investigation for this door?
Probably not me.
I have a 2. +2, I mean.
I have a 2.
All right, we can go both. Go on.
-1.
Oh, all right.
Right, do it.
I want to investigate. See if any traps. We're doing great.
You guys don't find any traps.
Okay.
I also do not find any traps.
Right?
My solid 10.
You are consistent?
Consistently sure.
Yeah. None of you guys find traps. Writing is confident. There's no
Yes.
traps.
It
Alright,
could go either way, but there aren't any.
Nice.
All right, Alexia, your turn to try to see if you can open the door.
Okay, let's see. What to do I just click on my lockpick or
It would be a sleight of hand.
okay.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand 6. Okay.
Ooh.
Talaxia,
Yes.
the door opens.
Click.
I will go in.
All right, now you guys can go in.
Wait, is that the wrong? Oh.
Oh, hold on. Heather and Alex are here too. I'm going to pop them in here. Boom. Okay. So, dolls. This room is full of pretty little dolls with powder white skin and auburn hair. Some of them, hold on. Some of them dress beautifully, others plainly. Some of the dolls fill a long bookshelf, and others are arranged in neat rows on wall-mounted shelves. Still others are piled atop the bed in a heavy wooden chest. What is most odd is that all the dolls, apart from their clothing, look the same. They all look like Irina Kolyana.
Creepy.
Oh. So
That's a
I'm
good part to come in on. How about
Yeah.
that?
You found
Hi.
it. Yeah, you found the doll room.
Oh. So I'm assuming that this is homeboy's Isaac. Isaac, what's his name? Isaac's room?
Yes.
Isaac.
He is not here, however.
Good, because we're all in his room.
Oh yeah, and all of the dolls each have the small tag attached to it that says "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Well, let's check out these dolls. I think we should just. I'm gonna look at the dolls over here.
Yeah, I want to
like-
investigate the room.
Looks like
Oh,
dolls
are
are-
you guys saying the dolls are creepy? Something
Well,
going on with them?
when there's so many of them,
Okay, yeah, you missed the description, but the room is full of dolls, like
Huh.
shelves.
Oh, I
upon
heard that
shelves.
part.
It's all piled atop the bed and stuff like that, and dolls.
Oh
Nothing
man.
but dolls. Do you investigate the room?
yes,
Yes.
Okay. You investigate the room.
I'm good at investigating, and I didn't even need that roll because he's already reading.
No, it says there's no investigate because it's a room. You find under the bed is a ton of empty wine bottles. Some still have like a little bit of dregs left in the bottom of them, but they're all pretty much emptied out.
Wait, so is wait? Is this that guy's with the gauntlets room? The one that like smelled like wine when he talked to Lilith?
No. But all the wines are labeled the same. Says Wizards of Wine, and underneath it, Purple Grape Mash #3.
Isn't that the wine that didn't arrive to the
Yeah.
inn?
Yeah.
Yep, that was the one.
Oh.
That was the wine that they are, what's the word? Rationing at the bar.
Can I check the bottles? Like, is there still any wine in it, or like wet, or are they like dusty and old?
These are old. They're not. Well, actually, the further back and under the bed you go, it's kind of like a timeline.
How
the
many
ones-
bottles?
It's okay. So just imagine if you lift up the bed, there's a bed-shaped pile of wine bottles. But like the further you go back, they get dustier and dustier. The ones in the forefront are obviously fresher. But yeah, like I said, there's like a little bit of wine left in the bottom, but it's mostly backwash at this point. So
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so we should. You guys have any thoughts on whose wine wine bottles these are? Like, were they stolen? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
assuming
think-
that this room is connected to Isaac or whatever the guy who was talking to Binsky. At first, I thought it was him, but I guess it's now my other thought is that it's the guy with the gauntlet that we met when we first came into the town.
okay, good hunch.
wait. Are you confusing the guy with the gauntlet for the guy that was talking to Blinsky?
Yeah.
Those are the same guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah, it's just the same guy.
Sorry, whoops.
That's okay.
If I had
Okay.
artwork, just saying.
You will get artwork when I deem it thus. But until such time, use your imagination.
Now. Okay, so anything odd with the dolls? Like, is there like?
It's just they're all dolls. It's just like what it says. Some are dressed elegantly and exquisitely. Some are dressed pretty plainly. Some have their hair done up. Some don't. But they
Is it-
all. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it all the same hair color and skin
Yep.
tone and everything?
They all look like Irina.
So it's like someone who's obsessed with Irina, creepily obsessed with her, some kind of shrine to her. I don't know what's going on here, but yeah, that sounds interesting.
Vesemir is uncomfortable.
Small question. But Mad Mary's daughter Gertrude, was her doll also? Did that also look like Irina?
It was a Blinsky doll, but it wasn't an Irina doll. It was just like a Raggedy Ann kind of a thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Good Good thought about those dolls. I totally forgot about that first doll.
Same.
Oh man, I've been so suspect over the dolls, like voodoo magic kind of thing this whole time. Everything doll, I'm like, what? Creepy.
There is also a foot locker in the room as well.
Oh.
Is that this right here?
Yeah. No, it's yeah. Sorry.
Well, I should check that out for sure.
I feel like we should open it.
Yeah. Can we see if it's locked or able to be opened?
It's unlocked. But roll me an investigation check when you open it. Inside the Foot Locker is a shoe carnival. No. That was
Ooh.
bad. I'm sorry. All right. So Small Drex, you just see it's closed, and you're like, yeah, that's all right. It's just closed. Yeah, I'm not going to go through a dude's skivvies.
You didn't see any
Talak-
bones.
Yeah, it's nothing interesting.
It's not buns. Talaxia, you start going through the clothes, and at the bottom, underneath the wrinkled clothes, is a short sword.
Cool.
And now you have a short sword.
Yay!
Cool. Hooray.
So Talaxia, you should
Is it
If you-
equipment?
well, yeah, if you look up in the little eye at the top where your chat window is.
Oh. The eye?
Yeah, for compendium,
Oh, okay, yes.
you can type in short sword,
No shit.
and then make sure it's the item, not the proficiency, and you can drag that to your character sheet and it'll add it automatically.
Also, Heather and Alex, when you guys were away, Victor gave Vesemir a letter to deliver to a woman named Stella Wachter. And they also investigated the room across the way from here, which was a library. And Vesemir found a book, which is essentially a monster manual of the beasts of Chult. And Talaxia found a text, a history text of an ancient religion that at one point, and still might, resided in Barovia before it was civilized.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just found taxes.
Yes, and Wrighton found presumably 300 plus years of taxes, all of which were directed towards Strahd.
Oh, I guess that's interesting. Yeah.
Was it like taxes owed?
Yeah.
Like that he owed?
It was it was taxes collected by Strahd.
Oh, wow,
I was
okay.
gonna say he's not as rich as we think he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's terribly in debt or something.
It's all
like
for show.
every government out there.
Okay, cool.
I got Barovia right before the bubble popped.
What was the letter about?
You don't know. He
I haven't opened it.
Vesemir hasn't opened it, but it was sealed with a light red seal, which I disclosed to the group means that it's a correspondence between lovers.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all just are like, haha, we see you over here. That's me.
Pretty much, yeah. And he just got all teenage about it. Just,
Yeah,
stop
it's
it.
like, there's no
Dirty
one.
dog.
Don't do that. It's dumb.
Okay, is that everything in this room? Is there another
Yeah.
short sword in there? Is there a silver sword in there?
Oh yeah.
Vesemir gets really excited and starts digging even more into that.
No, there's no soul. No. No, that's it.
Well, did you check the false bottom?
Yeah, is there a false bottom? That's a good question. Or
No, there's-
a false top, like like the lid.
Mm.
The lock is made of silver. No, it's
I'll
not.
take.
I put the lock in a sock and I hit Strahd with it.
Technically silver.
It'll still work.
No,
So we're done with this room, this creepy ass room.
you pretty much you went through a guy's doll collection and his his fallen soldier of wine bottles under the bed.
Oh, man.
All in a day's work.
Are these the creepy dolls that like their eyes close when you lay them down?
Yeah, and when you pick them up, they go like,
Oh jeez, no, that's
I
okay.
don't
No.
know, this is a Barovian doll though, just like help.
Get us out.
Strahd's biting me.
Oh no! How
They're all-
do you do that?
They're all trap souls.
Death is really
Is anyone still back here? Come on. Oh my gosh.
We all have that weird doll at our parents' house or grandma's house that just watches you everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so next room. Come on, guys.
Okay, let's go.
All right, everyone, get the hell out of this guy's bedroom. You guys are creepy.
Here.
I like how the tokens pop out one after one.
Where are we, by the way?
Oh, we're on
You're
the
still-
we're on the second floor. That little hallway that we never investigated.
Oh,
You're slowly making your way back down to Burgo Mansion.
oh, gotcha. Okay, so second floor of the Burger Mansion, just like creeping through. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in sort of-
Meanwhile, back in the parlor, the Baron's like, man, they're really taking a long time.
Yeah.
we drink a lot of water. Okay.
Yeah, Irina's like, they tend to stay hydrated.
So we all went to the bathroom. It's right.
Is this door open?
No.
No open?
No, I mean it's open. Sorry, it's not locked.
Go through it.
Okay.
Ah, it's just a room. Lame.
This hand. Sorry. Oh, it's a bedroom. People live here. Dumb. This handsomely appointed room contains a canopy bed, a low bookshelf, and a full-length mirror in the wooden frame on the wall across from the door. Set to the north wall is an arched window of leaded glass. Nothing here seems unusual.
I go to the mirror and say the mirror on the wall thing.
Nothing.
Magic mirror on the wall, summon forth your shade, night's dark vengeance, heed my call. Does anything happen?
No.
Okay.
Only one magic mirror.
No, you look like an ass. I'm never trusting a mirror again.
Can I figure out whose room this is via an investigation check?
It's no, you don't have to roll investigation. It's very by the unkempt bed and the pile of like socks and crap in the corner. This is very clearly Victor's bedroom.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you lived in the attic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives there. He doesn't sleep there.
Oh, I don't know. I thought he was like locked up there. Or something.
Yeah, me too.
He rolls up on the carpet and sleeps like a cat.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a bed in there. They were just creepy children.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I named some of the cats.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yes.
Dr. Femur was my favorite.
Oh yeah, did we get to keep the cat? I remember we were trying to take him.
No, you didn't get the, no. Because they did that thing. They did that thing where all cats do, where you pet them, and they let you pet them for 5 seconds, but on that 6th second, they immediately start clawing you.
Yeah. Go for the hand.
Pretty accurate.
Can I investigate this room, see if there's anything weird?
Yeah, I want to look under the bed for some reason because there's wine bottles under the other bed. Maybe there's something under the bed.
What would you find under the bed of a teenage
Teenager
boy?
bed
Yeah.
porn.
I'm assuming the socks are standing up in the corner.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why
Why
are
are they
so
all-
stiff?
Why are they all crispy?
Crispy.
Alright.
No. Okay. So.
Dude,
That's-
I'm rolling hot today.
all you find is actually the books just contain like Barovian fables and mythology and heraldry. It's all pretty, actually, kind of standard stuff. Like this is presumably the stuff you would get from the library across the hall. It looks like books that he had probably taken at one point and just never put back.
Okay.
Other than that, it's a bedroom.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so the next room. I feel like we're doing the Scooby Doo thing.
Yeah.
Under his bed though, it's fucking dusty because he's a teenager and he doesn't clean.
I don't know about you. I was an OCD.
Are the maids not allowed in his
No,
room?
don't go in there. That door is locked.
Well,
Alright, Talaxia.
All right, let me do my thing. What was it? Sleight of hand?
Would you have a 6? Oof, man.
That's still pretty good.
woo.
Mm, that is not enough to open that lock.
Whoa.
Wow.
I want to
That's-
try.
This is a serious lock.
Give it a whirl.
It is.
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm gonna break this door down. Okay, I'm done.
That is- it's still not enough to break that lock.
I'm gonna start chewing on a bone and trying to make it into a key shape again.
Is that enough?
I don't know.
What?
This is
Damn
a
it.
serious lock.
Can I open it with a crowbar?
We do have a crowbar.
We have 2.
Yay!
Wait, let's Moldrax try.
All right.
Everyone just take a turn whacking this lock. I mean, come on.
Nope.
Shit.
Does anybody have any inspiration left that Talaxi can use? Because she rolled 25 with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Do
No,
I?
I got nothing.
I think I used mine already. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you gave it to me.
I used mine too.
I was handing out inspiration like candy before. Come on.
I know.
We all got
We
one
all
for
had
free
really
last
bad
time.
rolls that day,
Somebody,
yeah.
somebody make a really good joke. That's all I need to give inspiration.
Well, I mean, my reason for being late was I was stalking Blinsky and trying to figure out when I could burn out his shop. Also, Alex, sorry, Smoldrax.
Smoldrax got caught up making a lemon souffle. So
Wow.
That's awesome.
very sorry.
But then when he took it out of the oven, he was like, "Yay!" and it didn't.
I did the fake laugh, like ah, and then it just died.
Now laugh.
Okay, so you can try to break the lock, but keep in mind it's gonna make a lot of noise. And the upstairs is dead quiet.
I'm gonna go talk to him very loudly. I'll be right back.
So,
I'm serious. I'm going downstairs to yell at him.
sorry, when I pee, I like to talk really loud. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna pop you back in here. The Baron, sorry, he is still eagerly going on about potentially what's going to be the festival for next week. Yeah. So
I just started talking really loudly, enough for them to hear me upstairs.
and when you walk in, Irina's like, "Oh, thank fucking God." Okay, so
I want to try to distract them essentially.
roll me. What would be really good for this? I guess like a deception check.
I would think like performance.
Yeah, I think it,
Yeah, performance. would
What
be-
performance? Which
Yeah.
one?
They're both
which one's
terrible.
better?
Deception or performance.
Okay, then just pick. Then that's down to preference. Then.
All right, guys.
I think it's still charisma based each.
Okay. Not as bad as I
Okay.
thought it was gonna be.
Okay, so what do you start talking about? You have to have the Baron's ear. You can't just talk about anything.
I just start going on about how excited I am for the what's it called?
Sun Festival, the Festival of the Sun.
There's the festival of the Blazing Suns or whatever, and like how after I'm done here, I'm gonna go start getting twigs or whatever, and then I want to help them. I'm gonna try to convince everybody else to be part of the festivities, and like all this stuff, just really loudly.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you
Oh no, Andrew did.
are you also gonna like offer to build him a giant man-like sculpture out of twigs? Because like, did you know you're a twig artist?
I don't think he will like his image to be burned.
yeah, that's true.
It might turn him off a little bit.
maybe something a little better. Maybe like a wolf.
Right? Yeah. No, the wolf
Like,
thing was last week.
Ah, true. But like, there's still a lot of wolves.
It's gonna be the largest sun sculpture ever.
I'm gonna get so many twigs. I'm gonna need some help.
Oh, you're back.
Hello.
I don't know what's going on with my internet, man.
Well, you're back. That's all that matters.
Okay, so what are you going to talk about?
So,
I said I'm gonna talk really loudly and excitedly about the festival of the Blazing Sun or whatever it was called.
Okay, when you do that, the Baron's like, "Oh yeah. What do you think? What would be a good idea?" Because I was thinking that we can. Obviously, I want to have the big sun out there, but what do you think we should like? What do you think should do?
Can we make like armor clothes for all of us with a big sun in the middle for each one of us of the heroes? Really loudly.
Oh wow, that's a good idea.
Do you have an anthem? We can learn that and sing it.
Yeah, actually we can. And he starts doing a very bad baritone of the anthem. While this is happening, someone roll me a strength check.
Who's the strongest?
not me.
I'm the
It's not me.
strongest.
Yeah,
Oh no!
Who's gonna man that crowbar?
I'll give it a shot.
I have -1, so.
Me
Yeah.
too, me too.
Would that be an acrobatics, athletics?
Strength?
I would
Is
just
it-
say I would just say strength.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You guys are doing great.
I rolled a 1.
Whoa. Yikes.
Ugh.
Yikes. Wow, these are really awful.
Yeah.
We're
Small
not-
Drex, it's all up to
Yeah.
you now.
Oh, is that a
Oh,
box?
this is really.
Whoa, small drag's coming in.
Okay, so because all four of you. Okay, so I imagine that right, it's like, and then like it was like, and then Talaxi is like pushing up, like, and they kind of got a bent, and then Small Drex just jumps on the floor. It just pops the lock open. It rings with a clang as it.
When I
bashes
hear
against
that,
the
I
wall.
just like in mid sentence start coughing real loud.
Vesemir, all you hear is a upstairs. That's all you hear.
Good. I keep going. I'm like, yeah. I want to learn the anthem.
And the Baron goes, "Wait, what was that?"
Oh,
And like,
probably one of your service people. They're making a mess out there.
Ooh, you gonna get someone in trouble?
roll me a persuasion
God damn it. Persuasion, you said?
with advantage because you got his attention. With the
You can just be like, that's small Drax. He has a weird time going to the bathroom.
This was a terrible idea because my charisma is -1. Just so you guys.
Oh man, we definitely should have rolled.
And my strength is +3. We did not think this through.
okay, no. With advantage, that's still enough. He's like, oh, God, these people. I swear to God.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
They're just very excited about the festival.
I guess, but we had two people just up and leave.
Oh, really? Oh, how come?
I don't know. They just vanished, disappeared.
Oh, well, they're gonna miss out on 2 days from now. The day after tomorrow. It's gonna be
yeah,
great,
yeah.
especially since you have heroes now to, get the people riled up.
Okay, when you say that, he relaxes a bit. He's still a little bit on guard, but he relaxes a bit.
Cool.
The rest of you.
I spill into the room.
Okay, you spill into the room.
Literally.
Jumped on the crowbar and like.
Just like,
Wait,
Oh.
does a crowbar actually help with anything?
Whoa, it's a
Yeah.
tiny room.
Ooh, it's tiny.
Yeah. If you use a strength check, it does help.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys opened it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys failed.
It's a little cramped in here.
Well, no, I just put y'all in there just so you can see what's going on.
Room closet is that we're all just squished like.
There's
Yep, you
nothing here.
Guess what? It's a broom closet.
oh no.
Is there a magic broom in there somewhere?
Let's look around in the room closet.
Oh shit! I forgot. No, never mind. A crowbar grants advantage to strength checks.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, so never mind. Right? Just
No, I like the other version better.
yeah, I like that. I'll go.
It's more
Yeah.
fun.
It's teamwork. Okay.
Brian just walked in like I loosened it for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So, chained to the back of the wall of this otherwise empty closet is a badly beaten man wearing nothing but a loincloth. The iron shackles have cut into his wrists, causing blood to trickle down his hands.
Okay.
Oh my god. Are you
Alright,
alright?
let's close that door.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, excuse us.
When you open the door, the man at first goes like, ah, and then like kind of like turns his head away because like you get the sense that he hasn't seen light in a while.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
Is he a human?
Okay.
Yeah,
Jason, we're prisoner.
yeah, it's a human.
Yeah.
A human.
That's human.
Finally, another human in this village full of humans.
Oh my god, look at that.
I want to like quickly like shh, shh, shh. Don't freak out. Hi, who are you?
He's like, please don't beat me anymore.
Well,
Oh man.
we weren't going to. We don't work for the Baron or the Burgomaster.
What has he been doing to you? Why are you here? Why are you locked in here?
Is he surprised to see a lizard folk, a kenku,
Yeah,
and a
first of all,
celestial human?
okay, so you guys, okay, so imagine it from his point of view. He hears a very loud bang, and then monsters pile in.
That's
He
true.
literally thinks he's lost it. Okay. I would like to try to gain some trust with this guy and say like, no, I'll heal you. Okay, just calm down.
Can you heal him?
Yeah, I can cast healing hands.
And does that work for like emotional trauma, like PTSD?
No, that's gonna take a remove curse.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
PTSD is a curse.
Counseling. Okay.
First, 20 hours of therapy.
Oh.
But no, I can touch a creature and cause it to regain hit points equals to the number of my level.
Okay. All
So,
right,
yeah.
but first,
Three hit points.
well, that's
Oh.
great. His wrists heal up, but he's still shackled to the wall.
Okay. Well, I can attempt to pick those.
Yeah,
Um,
they're pickable.
They're not pickable,
Oh.
Whoa.
Huh.
but they are breakable.
Well, I guess everything is.
Strength
Are
check.
you sure it's not pickable?
I'm pretty sure it's not pickable. Oh wait, no, it is pickable.
Ah,
Never mind. Sorry, I should have read that sentence a little bit more clearly. All right, so in the very back, behind the man's head, at a very awkward angle, is a lock, and Talaxia, with your bird-like grace, you just kind of go around him and just almost like as if you had the key, and you pick the lock, and the man falls, collapses to the floor.
Oh dear. Oh no. We should
he-
ask him. Yeah. What's going on?
Is he able to speak?
Yeah, he's able to speak.
Did I miss
Well,
anything
what-
interesting?
No. He tells you that he was arrested and personally seen to by the Baron's right-hand man for carrying a sign during the Wolf's Head Jamboree to feed the Baron to the wolves.
ooh,
Ooh.
Wow.
this guy.
Andrew.
God, fuck you.
This is why Jose never sleeps.
We've been playing Death Stranding. It's all monster in Death Stranding.
It's all monster.
Okay, so he's like, please, you have to get me out of here. He's like clinging to the hem of your, I don't know, robes, pants. What are you wearing, Lilith? What's your what's your clothing situation?
Really nice boots and some tight pants with like an overskirt kind of thing.
Okay,
Fancy.
yeah, he's clinging to that.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, that I'm not. Yeah, he's like, please, you gotta get me out of here. I have a family.
Well, I mean, all right.
Sure, bro. Whatever.
Cool.
We were on our way out anyways.
Oh, we should rescue him. We should hit him.
Are you cool jumping from a window? Because
He is not cool jumping from a window.
Sure,
Yeah.
because that's kind of the plan, and it's.
I can,
We already broke one of the windows, right?
if you really want to, you can jump from a window and see what happens. Keep in mind, he has 4 hit points max.
I mean, I jumped from a window getting away from Victor last time, and there was no problem.
No, because I reversed time on that. You didn't actually, because no, no one's jumping out of a window.
I would have made it though.
Especially from the attic.
I mean, if he jumps from a window, he'll be taking 2. If he jumps from this window, like right here, he'll be taking 2d6 damage.
Oh.
Can he walk?
Can we
Yeah.
lower him down to the ground? No.
Lower the-
Yes.
He can repel. He'll be fine.
Yeah, see, with that damage that Vesemir rolled, he would have died from a compound fracture.
Oh, crap.
Like
Infection is serious in Barovia. Okay.
just hit the ground, legs shatter like glass, and just
Ah.
screaming till he bled out. That's how
Right,
he would have died.
That's how he would have went down.
Yeah, no, he can walk. You healed him, so he can walk.
But you
Um,
can't run. No.
do we
He's-
still have a change of the butler's clothing with us?
Absolutely.
Should we
All
go
right.
with the color? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
New
got
clothes, buddy.
a badly beaten, a starved butler. Well, it's so butler
Yeah.
in this house. Okay, so all right. So what are you guys gonna do?
Give him some clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him the butler's clothes.
Yeah, and I'm sure, did I heal him enough to, heal up some bruises on the face? Does he look less rough? I don't think he's showing any ankle here.
He, he's fully healed.
Okay.
The bruises aren't healed, but they turn that weird yellow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh,
He
rude.
still looks rough then.
yeah. So
All right, yeah, let's get him out of here.
Just a touch jaundice.
Yeah, let's go.
Did we try all these doors on this hallway?
yes, that was all the doors in the hallway. This one led to the library where
Oh,
I
okay.
found those books.
Yeah.
So have we gone? We haven't gone down this way, have we? Or wait, is that where we came from?
Did we ask that guy his name yet? Or
No, you
no?
don't.
What's this guy's name? Does he have a name? Sorry, so sorry,
Yeah.
Dylan.
What's that?
He's-
What's that?
He
Sorry,
said
I
his,
interrupted you. I felt bad. Sorry.
he says
no.
his name is Udo Lukovic,
I'd
And
rather
he
not
was-
know his name.
and he was
Let's keep this anonymous.
and he was a cobbler,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
a peach cobbler. No,
Oh, okay.
Alright. Well, alright, buddy. For your freedom, you owe us some shoes. We'll see you soon.
One nice pair of shoes.
he's like, I'll make you the best damn shoes you've ever had.
Stop protesting the burgomaster. Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
You can't tell him what to do.
All right.
Alright, Udo. We won't save you next time.
Seize the means of production. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
So yeah, should we go down this hallway? Should we see what's in this room? Oops! Oh crap!
Um,
Oh yeah. These are windows. Never mind.
yeah, these are all windows.
Yeah, let's get him out of here, and then we can. I don't know. Talk to him a little bit more, I guess.
Oh, I was just gonna send him away. Alright, you're free now.
I know.
And immediately gets caught when he goes out.
No.
He's dressed like a butler. Butlers are free to go.
He's dressed like a butler, but he's all emaciated and stuff like that.
This is
Yes.
Barovia. Everyone's
Yes.
eating.
He ends up working for the burgomaster.
He's actually not that bad of a guy once you get to know him. All right, so if you let him go, he'll just go on his way, and because of the not disguise, the costume you gave him, he is able to slip out under the not so watchful gaze of the maid in the hallway that's carrying in the bundles of sticks. So
She has the lowest passive perception.
that maid is super busy. so they have no passive perception. All right.
Before he goes, can I ask him where his shop is?
Where is this shop?
That's a great question.
Yeah. That was a good question. One that I don't have. He says it is in. Well, obviously it's in town. I was gonna say it's in town, like a dumbass. It's in town after the church, but before the gate.
Okay.
All right.
So
We'll come see you sometime for some shoes, sir.
the finest wolf pelt boots for you.
Sounds luxurious.
Yes, it is.
All he has.
Well, yeah, that's the only thing I love here.
Material they have.
It's wolves. It's all wolves. Okay, so
It's always
Um,
worse.
so for all intents and purposes, you guys have fully explored this map.
Okay.
All right then.
So all you need to do now is get the fuck out. So
I was hoping for a sweet, like, we all huddle around this guy and get him out and we'll walk out the front door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Lilith's neutral evil now. Survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
You can get out.
All right.
you can figure it out. All right.
If he dies, he dies.
Got a second chance. Don't blow it.
So, all right. So what are you guys gonna do now?
I'm waiting
I'm
at the
gonna-
bottom of the stairs.
Presumably, yeah. I'm gonna bring you guys to the bottom of the stairs. Hold on. God damn it, small Drax. Why you gotta be so different and be on the outside? Okay. All right. So, Vesemir, you can hear the sounds of. First of all, you hear the sounds of one person hurriedly coming down the stairs, opening and closing the door, and then you hear the sounds of steady footsteps coming down the stairs.
Not very good at sneaking, are we?
All right,
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah, I've been
Stop.
talking to the burgomaster about getting those outfits for the festival, getting those little like banners with the sun, and getting us to sing and all this stuff. And then as soon as I hear them, I'm just like, oh, and my voice comes back to complete normal volume. It's like, oh, well, it seems like I have to go. I'm going to the church. I'm gonna miss mass.
Just like, he goes like, "Oh, the church, huh?" All right, well,
Wait, what's wrong with the church?
no, it's just foolish old man.
Oh,
Nothing.
Well,
foolish in what way?
It's just an old fool. You'll see. If you go, you'll see what I'm talking about.
I'll report back. And don't worry, we'll be there for the festival.
You're not gonna be there for the festival.
Yeah, I grab Irina's hand and just like lead her out.
It's like, oh, it's that fucking. Let's get the fuck out of here. Before he starts talking about himself again.
in the third person.
Oh, hey guys, how was everything upstairs?
It's good. We all went to the bathroom. Let's go.
Oh, good. Definitely
Wait,
won't have
I
to go
missed
for a
it.
while.
Sorry, what happened with the prisoner and what happened? Well, I missed.
Oh, we
He-
just cut him off.
He made his way out with the disguise. He was able to sneak his way out of the house.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
That's okay. That's all right. So, all right. So you all make it out of the house. Yay! All right.
I look up to the attic through the window to see if I see Victor.
I
Yeah,
look at the attic and I flick him off.
he looks out there. He looks at. I was actually just about to say he looks out the attic window. Just
Wait, I hold up his letter. I'm just like, and just put it in my backpack.
Pretend to like rip it. And they're like,
Peace.
Gotcha.
Now we're cool. He's a good kid. He'll do great in life.
He's a dude.
he's an
I'm
asshole.
like overly optimistic about him.
Okay. So
To the
Right.
church.
wait a minute. Brighton, Vesemir, Smalldrax, Taloxia. When you all walk out of the house, it is the same gloomy Valaki that you know and love. Or maybe not. I don't care. Lilith, when you walk through the door, at first you see Valaki on the outside, but then when you step through the threshold, you are now inside the office of an extremely busy, like, office floor. Like it's hold on. It's like Victorian style, so it's like wood paneling with big things of glass. However, you hear in the distance, you hear phones just popping off left and right.
The hell is this?
Hold on. At the end of this office is a desk that has a incoming pile and an outgoing pile. The incoming pile is significantly bigger than the outgoing pile. And on the other end of the desk is the traveler pacing back and forth with a cigarette dangling out of their mouth. They were at one time dressed in a white cotton button-up with a red silk vest that was also buttoned up, with like suspenders, pants, whatever. But the vest is unbuttoned and the collar is all kinds of fucked up And in the corner of the room is a pneumatic tube, like banks, like what
Yeah.
banks have. And you see in the top, like, corners of the roof, you see this pneumatic tube just sending letters to and from whatever. And the traveler looks at you and, like, it says, Lilith, we need to talk. You need to sit down.
Looking a little rough around the edges there, traveling.
Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up big. Yeah, both of us. Okay, I'll admit that we messed up. Okay, I messed up giving you the identify scroll, and you messed up doing whatever the fuck you just did. Because okay, and then he goes on to tell you that the mirror is, he gives you a little bit of backstory. The mirror is actually a magical item, obviously, used by a secret society called Baal Vesemir, or Verzir, and it is a tool used to gather unwilling and unknowing sacrifices to Baal, the god of murder. And he goes, I'll admit, probably done a little bit more studying rather than not at all. But my neck's on the line here. I just got word from the higher ups that if I don't save this, I'm gonna get demoted. And I don't know, I'll become the god of fucking Venetian curtains or some shit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to deal with the Burgermaster.
No. That's actually fine. That's actually cool. Because check it, I went over your last couple activities, and he brings out like a thick like batch of paperwork that says like, oh, on this day you peruse through the innkeeper stuff, and it has like a seal of approval. You high five with the rest of them at the Burgomaster's funeral, seal of approval.
That's a frowny one right there.
And then there's one that's like threatened to break the toy maker's wrist, questionable. It's subject pending for approval. And then at the very bottom, it's a threat, not a promise. Therefore, we deem it acceptable. But then it talks about the mirror, and there's a big red X where it's like alignment shift. Subject due for termination of patron activities. And the traveler goes, yeah, this is my third strike.
Right?
Oh no.
No. I mean, you're the third strike. I had a couple other bad eggs, shall we say. I just
Do I get punished?
no, believe me. Have you seen this fucking paperwork? Who's dealing with the real punishment here?
I mean, I am in Barovia. Have you seen Barovia?
I have been stuck in this office for the past 150,000 years.
Those people eat nothing but wolf and beets.
Yeah, and I eat nothing but coffee. And when he says that, he goes, speaking of which, he goes up to an office phone, like those boring ass office phones, and he pushes a button and he goes, Sharon, can you bring some coffee, please? Thank you. And then it goes back. He goes,
Sharon, can you bring something that's not beets or wolf meat, please?
Sharon, and a cheese Danish, please.
Mm.
Nice.
Actually, cheese and apple. Bring me an apple one. Anyways, so it goes, all right. So I don't know if you want to do this, but because I kind of want to keep my job, I just got this gig, and I'm already kind of fucking it up. I put in an application for your realignment. And I know you were originally chaotic neutral, but I put it in for chaotic good because I'm kind of overcorrecting here and I'm freaking out. However, if you want to, you can go back to chaotic neutral. It's just a choice. You can't. I can't because look, I can't. And this is the things I can acceptably work with. And he pulls down a chart that has the alignment
Wow.
grid, the 3x3, and he goes look, lawful good, neutral good, lawful good's grayed out. What's it? Lawful good's grayed out. Chaotic evil and neutral evil are grayed out. He's like, this is the areas I can't work in. These are the areas I can work in. So,
can I still threaten to break people's wrists and burn down their place of business?
you can threaten, just don't follow through with it.
So
Threatening's
fun? I can't promise. But if
I
I still act on it, it is a promise.
I'm the god of trickery, not the god of broken wrists.
Good point.
I am not the god of thumb breakers. Okay, I don't work for the mafia.
Fine, I'll just put up more trip lines.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. You can trip people and throw salt in people's eyes. That's cool.
That's worse. That's way worse.
Is it?
This is why you're on your third strike.
Oh.
He's shit. Maybe you're right. Anyways, he's like, so I made an appeal to the higher ups, and they should be getting back to me on what we can do to help you out. And as if on cue, the pneumatic tube, and there's a little bank canister that he pulls out, and he opens it, and there's a scroll. And when he opens up the scroll, 3 little scrolls pop out. And he goes, "Oh, thank God, they've come back with something." And essentially, breaking this down for you, you have a choice of one of 3 things you can do. The first scroll is an act of personal redemption. The second scroll is an act of redemption for the land, as in Barovia. And the third scroll is a act of what's the word I'm looking for? Preventing a greater evil upon the land. Now, if you want to, you're free to open any of the scrolls up. It's not a one and done deal.
Okay. I want to read all of these scrolls. I need some fine print before I choose.
Okay, so as is always the case, whenever you're dealing with gods, they are vague at best because you're dealing with omnipotent beings that just assume you can also read minds.
Oh.
Naturally.
Wait, you guys don't?
Huh?
Wait, you guys don't?
Yeah, you mean you can't whatever. And when you open up the scrolls and you see that's vague writings, the traveler's like, "Oh, fucking course! Why can't they just Sharon? How's that coffee coming?"
Oh, very similar to those drawings you give me.
Well, it's
Ooh, shade.
that's all. That's believe me, that goes through a lot of red tape. That's all subject for approval. If it were me, I would just have a big fucking neon sign. But bureaucracy.
You should visit more often.
No, this place is a hellhole. Anyway,
Us. Obviously, Barovia must be so much better.
paperwork. What's this?
Oh no.
What? What's up with that? Anyways.
That's Sharon drinking her coffee.
Oh, okay.
What?
Anyways, so the act that says personal redemption, it simply says confront the shadows of your past.
Nope. Moving on.
All right, not doing that one.
So subject.
Nah, I am not opening that can of worms. The act of redemption for the land. It says relight the beacon and restore hope.
That's pretty vague. Okay, moving on.
We're dealing with gods here. if like I said, it's never A to Z. The third one that says to prevent a greater evil says go to the ancient hill and prevent the ritual.
Okay.
You know the one.
Yeah, the ancient hill.
Take all three. Whatever.
Yeah. Can it be any of them?
There's a specific one that they're talking about.
Now that's not where they have the Blazing Sun Festival, right? No.
No. The Blazing Sun Festival is going to be in town.
Anything can be a beacon if you try hard enough.
Oh no, I mean, can it be any of the like scrolls? Can I just take all three of the scrolls, or do I have to pick now?
Oh yeah. You don't have to pick.
Oh, okay.
You just like this. These are your options. And the traveler goes, all right. I'm reading the fine print here. They say that you have a 10-day, which in the Forgotten Realms is their version of a week, but it's 10 days. Hence 10-day. Otherwise, I'm going to have to relinquish my rights to the other guy. And when he says the other guy, when they say the other guy, they look down a hallway to a door that's just labeled Hall, and behind it, like directly like up to the door, is the silhouette of a man, and you can tell he's staring at you.
He knows.
Oh shit.
And it is ominous.
I immediately click him off. Hard. Like hardcore click off.
So it's like, so yeah, you got a little bit of time, but not that much time. But you got a little bit. So don't fuck this up.
What was the last one? The last one was
Go to the ancient hill and prevent the ritual.
What ritual?
You
Yep.
know, the one with the hill.
Alright, we're going back to talk to the Baron. Baron, what's the ancient hill?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
This mountain? Are you talking about this mountain? No, that's a mountain, not a hill.
Boy, I can't help you.
Yeah, you have to explain topography to the Baron.
Can I look in my book about the ancient religion?
You can.
One second.
Yeah, when she comes back.
Okay.
Okay. I angrily take these scrolls and roll them up and just like put them in my like pocket or something.
Yeah, they're just, I don't know, just dump them in your bag. There you go. And the traveler goes, all right, well, I'll see what I can do here on my end. Keep in mind, I don't know about you, the reception is kind of crappy where you're at. You kind of only half come in sometimes. I think that just has to do with the nature of the place. So, all right.
Any hints on any of these?
Nope, I got nothing for you.
Oh, your job's on the line here.
What are you gonna do?
I know, but it's like the way it's supposed to work is that I'm a patron, so I'm supposed to just guide you, but not do it for you. That's more cleric
Okay,
stuff.
Gandalf.
All right. Looks like we're gonna try to figure this out to keep you more patron.
Yep. I guess so. And then the door behind you opens and you like get like sucked into it, like, and the last thing you hear is the traveler going, "Sure, where's that coffee?"
And scene.
And yeah, see, and you're back outside the Baron's mansion.
I just I pop back into reality and immediately fall backwards onto my back.
And you smell like secondhand smoke for some reason.
I just like stand up and like dust myself off. Like, what a dick.
Oh God!
Ugh.
You okay there, Lilith?
How can someone be genderless and a dick? I don't get it.
Being a dick has no gender lines, okay? I just got a visit from my patron. Hey, Brighton, you remember that mirror?
Yeah, mirror, good times.
Yeah. We should get a mirror. Apparently that's like a thing for the god of murder, Bahal. He's trying to take my patron's job. I have to get purified somehow.
He is trying to properly acquiesce your patronage.
How normal is this situation that we're in, dealing with patrons.
You don't
This
have
is
a clue.
I would have never had any idea about any of this. Okay.
You believe in the sword.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the whole conversation, just going.
I'm just like, that sounds complicated.
That's very
This. So I pull out like 3 slightly glowing scrolls because they haven't cooled off from the transition into realities yet. Just like,
the stamp of the scrolls is like the Fallout guy going like that, but it's the traveler.
I'm on board with that.
so yeah, I tell them about what I have to do. Apparently I'm evil now, by the way, to the whole group.
This is in case you were wondering.
Vesemir's like, wait, you weren't evil already?
No, a little damage, okay?
Oh, we
so
all
you're-
are. Except for
you're
me. My parents were great.
People.
So yeah, if we do any of these, I get to be good. Ish.
Okay. So Philoxia, how thoroughly did you read that book?
Pretty damn thoroughly, you know. I mean, I felt like I would have the book right now, and now that we're hearing about an ancient hill, that I might look through the book some more and look for a reference to an ancient hill.
Yeah.
Okay. So you look in the index for hill, ancient.
It's very comprehensive index. Wow.
and it tells you of a hill that druids of ancient years past gathered around, called Yester Hill, like yesterday, but Yester Hill.
Oh, those druids.
Oh yeah, I just made that connection. But yes, apparently it is an ancient place of primitive worship. This before whatever happened to Barovia did. It was almost, I don't want to say like a Mecca, but it was like an important part of like pilgrimage for these druids.
Okay, it's saying the ancient hill is important.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This Yester Hill.
Does it have like a location or?
Yeah, does it say where we can find it?
It does. Let me take y'all to the map.
Yay!
Hold on. Oh god, I hate scrolling through this freaking map. Hold on.
What a noob.
No, because like the way this map bar is, it's like really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Map bar.
Stupid map bar.
Dumb. I hate it.
You're dumb.
Yester Hill is oh fuck, where is it? It is right. What? How do you have
space,
it?
shift, hold, click.
There.
The old shift, hold, click maneuver.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Which one is it? I'm sorry. There's so many
Where?
clicks
I
happening
don't
right
see
now.
it.
Oh, I see it.
Here, that one.
Yes.
Oh, you mean this one right here?
Yes.
This
No,
one
no,
right
no.
here.
This
No,
one?
no, this one. No,
This one. This one?
no, not there. There.
This hexagon?
No, there.
Shit, I can't.
Wrong hexes. These hexes are like 8 miles apart. This one.
Is the dark blue one that you wait? Where is it really? Where is it? Okay.
Fucking seriously, it's right here. That's this one.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
So this one.
No, this one.
This one.
Wait, no, I think it's this one. Wait, shit. Yeah.
Got it.
All right, enough of that.
Wait, hold on. Where's Kresk again?
Kresk is here.
Oh wow. Okay. So we can go there.
What the hell is that?
Sorry, I tried to grab
Oh,
there, and then the map moved a lot.
it's more of a.
This is all of this is Yester Hill.
Could we circle all the places that we need to go?
Yeah, if you want to. Knock yourselves out. Here, actually, hold on. Let me remove this one drawing first. And then...
Try and chat.
How did I do that? I'm sorry.
and like nudged my mouse as I was trying to draw.
How do I remove the drawing? Do I delete the page? Is that how I do it?
Yes, delete the page.
You really just got to start over the whole campaign.
Yeah, no, this is
How do you do the circles?
Great solution.
I'm so sorry.
that's all right.
How I ruined the campaign.
So when I zoom in, do you guys see the zoom in too?
No, we don't.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
Question: do we know where the wine places that we have to go to? The Wizards of Wine.
What?
The whiny wizards wine.
The winery.
Yeah.
Wine.
Wizards of Blind Coast, you say?
The whining wizards. No,
Whining
you heard from the Mardikovs that they need a shipment, but you didn't ask them where the wine comes from. Sorry, semantics.
Shit.
I mean, I think I did ask him. That's how I know it comes from the winery of wine
Well,
thingies.
We're all getting a
Whiny
lesson.
wine wheeze.
The Wizards of Wine.
We're all getting it. We're all getting a lesson in semantics, Lilith.
Shoot.
So, yes, the sorcerers of the sauce. It is. Where is it?
That's where Small Drax is gonna learn cooking.
That's no, that's the what's it? That's the rival company that went under.
Oh,
Let's see. Yeah, it wasn't as good. Let's see. Where is?
Oh, we lost Lilith.
Hold on. Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
there is the one.
Mike
The vineyards are right here.
Mike glitched out as I tried to zoom out on the map because maps.
Oh, really? Her roll 20 just crashed.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah, the map broke.
The map
I
broke
think it's
apparently.
gotta crash at least once, or it's not a session.
Yeah,
It's got to meet that quota.
yeah. You're not really using roll 20 until it crashes.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
It's not the real Roll20 experience until you talk for 20 seconds, thinking everyone's listening, and then you just realize it's frozen.
Oh, that's so true.
so we talked earlier before you guys arrived that we were gonna go to the gates of Vallaki to ask to see if the guards saw Rictavio. Because we don't, in all reality, we don't even know if he actually left town. So we need to ask about Rictavio, and then we have to go to the church.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess we're going to the gates.
To the gates.
To the gates. Well, what time is it about now?
It is, let's see. What with the old burgomaster talking your ear off about
Well, we started really early too, so
Yeah, but you guys also listened to the entire history.
3 hours. So if the sun comes up at 6, that's what, 9 a.m.
It was 3 hours. It was 3 hours, but you guys waited like an hour and a half before you're like, okay, fuck this. I'm just gonna
No,
go.
it was 30 minutes. No, 45 minutes. I remember.
Okay, still 45 minutes.
3 hours and 45 minutes. So it's 9:45.
We do
Oh,
minutes
and then like
now?
another
He knows exact time. Yeah.
another 2 hours exploring the house. So that's what, 11:45. So noon.
I'll say it's 1:30.
So 12. Got it.
1:30.
Now, does that take into account daylight savings?
Yeah, that's the real question here.
No.
Did you watch Future Man? Because I'm just imagining they like measured they measure time by how many fingers the sun is to the ground. You're just like,
Yeah.
it's like 5 fingers.
There's no daylight savings because there was no World War I or II, so they didn't have to contrive some stupid way to save extra time. No, there's no daylight savings.
All right, just getting it straight.
So where's the church? This is a church right here, right?
Yes, that's the church.
Where's the blue and water thing? The inn. This one?
The end. Yeah, that's the end right here.
Right. Can we stop by the inn and ask? Oh wait, we already know. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Well, I mean, you could still like stop by the end and drop off Irina.
Yeah, she
No,
probably
because
doesn't come.
isn't the whole point to bring Arena to the church anyways?
Oh, it's
Well,
along the way.
Well, I mean, you're just kind of scoping out. You haven't.
Ah, got it.
So
Alright, let's drop off Arena.
How's Irina handling this whole like, oh yeah, my patron, blah 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 blah.
Imagine fascination.
Right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh yeah. Neutral evil. What the fuck is she talking about? Anyway, I don't know. Okay.
Catch everyone a drawing of like this chart. Like, yeah, apparently everybody's on this weird chart. Have you ever heard of it?
Just, I have no fucking idea what she's talking about. Sure. Okay. So, all right. So you guys make your way back to the tavern. The hunters are back. However,
Oh, nice.
Ismark is not in the tap room.
Shit.
Okay,
You just can't leave that guy alone.
at this
Dude
point,
is just-
he's probably already dead because of the mirror.
Oh no.
Wait, Ryan, where'd you go?
I'm gonna ask the barkeep if he's seen Ismark.
I've been left behind at the mansion.
No, hold on. You're still talking about realpolitik with the burgomaster.
Yeah, get me out of here.
Oh, also
I
before
call
we
upon
left,
DM magic.
just to be clear, before we left, I picked up all the silver crab and the bones that a small Drex left behind.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yay.
Yeah, don't go back to the mansion for some time.
Where's all my silverware?
It's fine.
Fuck happened on my silver? Somebody's getting flogged for that. Anyways, so you ask Erwin Mardukov, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's yeah, that guy, the one that likes to drink a lot. Yeah, he went upstairs some time ago. I haven't heard from him since though.
Do you look healthy?
I mean, he looked like he was nursing a hangover, which he should have been.
Yeah.
Was there an assassin following him?
A shadowy assassin?
Something a
Um,
little
Weird
weird.
by chance?
Oh yeah, he was actually followed by a darkly handsome man with bloodshot eyes. No.
All right, I want to go upstairs and check on him. What room is he?
He is. He is in the room at the end of the hall.
All right, I want to go knock. Knock, knock.
You knock on the door. There's no answer.
Hey, Ismark, are you awake?
Still no answer.
Coming in anyway.
Is the door open?
The door is open.
Okay, I'm like, hide your shame. I'm coming in. I open the door.
You open the door. Okay, hold on. You open the door. And there, Ismark is lying on the bed. And blood is seeping out of his mouth.
Oh.
We're too late. Oh no.
And he lies on the bed.
I go check on him to make sure it's actually blood and not wine.
Or like ketchup or something. We're good.
Feet suit.
Nope. That's blood.
I know what blood is. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to check on him. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So you go to check on him, and when you take that first step, your foot creaks on the floorboard, and his mother's like, what was that? And you can clearly see it's just dried wine.
God damn it, Ismark.
Andrew, you're the worst.
He's just droning out of the
You got us.
Guess what I'm going to be doing for the next 3 sessions.
Yeah, every time we see him, he's gonna be like in some way partially dead. He's like, oh what? Oh, this is fine.
Into like a nice pile of soup or something. Wolf's blood.
Oh my god, Ismark's dead. Tired. He's tired.
Oh man, he had a rough night.
All right. I tell him the Baron was not help, and that we're gonna go check out another possible area to keep Irina safe. But for now, we're gonna leave her here with him.
When you say that the Baron,
Sorry, my friend Robert said. I was looking forward to the party weekends at Bernie's using Ismark around Barovia.
Yeah.
Oh, Robert, this is
Oh no, I was too, man.
what are you talking about? Irina? He's totally fine.
Full of
Shh, Irina, back in the church.
just don't look at him. What? Just don't look at him. anyways, so when you say that the Baron was no help, he's like, yeah, He
He's
just
like, I told you.
it's like he just would not shut up about that stupid festival. And to be perfectly honest with you, he said that he was busy, but I kind of get the idea that he's perpetually busy.
Mark, do me a favor. If you see a shadowy thing following you around, if it looks like a ghost,
Might be someone coming to kill you.
At this exact moment, I come barreling up the stairs, slam into the room. Thank God you're alive. Okay.
Oh man.
He's like, well, with this headache, I kind of wish I was dead.
No, you don't. All right, and I'm literally just gonna be like, just hold still for a second. And I place my hand on his forehead and cast protection from good and evil, or from evil and good. Just in case. Just in case.
You never know.
No reason. You just
Actually, let me see if that helps him.
I also want to be like, do me a favor. Slow down with the wine. We're helping you out, and just take care of your sister for a couple hours. It's
We
gonna
don't
be.
want
And like I said, cover up all the ears for no particular reason.
No,
Sleep with your back to the wall.
And yeah, like just set up booby traps around your bed, just in case. Just in case.
If you have some salt, just make a circle around your bed, okay?
With salt
Yeah.
and iron, and yeah.
Actually,
I mean,
find some
if you've seen it in a
armor.
movie, try it.
Salt and iron. I take my vitamins, guys. What are you talking about?
just trust us.
Don't stop taking. Actually, take twice your vitamins.
And yeah, there's another bed in this room. Yeah, just put a scarecrow of yourself over there, just in case. Like I said.
No reason.
Vesemir. Esmar kind of shoots you to look like what's What's her deal?
Don't. Just listen to her. Don't worry about it. We have some things to do. Well, we need you. I need you. You said you wanted to help us. I need you to take care of your sister.
But Martin doesn't probably take care of yourself.
Ismark, buddy.
Just
listen to me.
Don't eat any food that's high in cholesterol. Just like at this point.
And drink some water, for God's sake.
Reduce your sodium intake, for Christ's sake.
Chris.
Like look, I'll try to see if the innkeepers can get you some quinoa or something.
All right. So we can leave Arena with him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like rebound the rooms.
And Esmar's like, I'm sorry about last night. It's just with my dad dying from the literal stress of the situation and me having to go through all this, I just wanted like a break.
You're good, man. You're good. We all go through some shit, okay? You're fine. But your sister needs you.
Yep. And you gotta stay away from yours just for a little while.
Any of them. If you need any affirmation, you're beautiful. Okay.
If you need the affirmation, you're pretty rough no matter what.
Yeah. Have you seen your character art? You're fine.
It's your middle name. Just move on.
It's like, all right. And he goes like, all right. And then he just kind of lays back down on the bed and just like tries to go back to sleep.
All right. Let's go to the gate now.
Yeah, we go. I go back downstairs and I just tell like Arena, like, hey, just cover the mirrors and just keep an eye on your brother, like for the next forever.
Make him drink some water.
Can you do me a favor? Can you like prop him on his side because he has been drinking a lot, so that way in case he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't pull a Jimi Hendrix. Just
A line of calls around him. It's cool.
a Jimmy what now? No, don't worry about it.
Ryan is huge.
He is the wall. Oh god. Okay.
Is that just the default size of the portrait for some reason?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, the scaling on this module is all weird because it wasn't like that for me in
I think that's because this is like a much older module.
Yeah, it's one of the first ones that was put on Roll20. So yeah.
Yeah. So this is a all right. So Irina is no longer here. So oh no, oh no, where'd y'all go?
We all disappeared. You can do you can do control Z.
I can't go. None of us can.
There we are. An 8. An 8.
Yeah.
Number 8.
A number 8.
Run.
Number 8.
Wow, that's the whole secret of the campaign right there. Now we know.
For a brief second, for a brief second, Lilith, you see a gigantic board that says N8, and then it's gone.
It's gotta mean something.
What does it mean?
Nate, Nader, Gator.
Yeah.
Nader, Ralph Nader?
Ralph
What?
Nader?
Nate. Who's Nate?
It's Nate.
Nate.
Okay, so
Snake.
Nate the Snake. All right, enough. So before I get sidetracked, hold on.
So we're going to the church now, or are we going to find Octavio next?
Okay, so, well, it's entirely up to you. But as you are making your way down the road, you pass by the town square again, and before there were 5 commoners in the stockades. Now there's 3. One of which was the man that you were talking to first when you first came to Valaki.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And he's like, I don't get it. I was doing everything right. I followed all the rules.
I
Yeah.
just avoid eye contact and just like keep scooching down the road.
You there, help me.
This is probably your fault.
No, no,
I don't know this man. Okay. I use my dash action to awkwardly avoid conversation. All right.
my entire life. Come on now.
So do you guys want to go to the church or the gate? Because the gate's right here, and the church is like right there.
Well, I want to ask if Octavio passed through the gates. That way we have an idea if he actually left town.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
All right. So you gotta make your way to the gates. At the gates, there's plenty of people coming in with wagons carrying sticks and stuff like that. You know, the normal business.
Yeah.
And as people are coming in, you see a guard with like a ledger. Thank you. That's the word I was thinking for. And he will write down the person coming in and a brief description of what they're carrying. So, and you can if you look on the ledger, there is like villagers' names, but then there is cart full of sticks and then a line through most of them. So,
Alright. I want to approach him and be like, hello. Have you seen this man? And I describe him. His name is Rectavio. Whatever.
okay.
Whatever.
Wait, I have his name. 1 second.
No, his name is Rick Tavio Don Carlos Juan Pacifico Maria Menendez. Okay, and I'm insulted that you forgot.
Wow. Is that the guard saying, or is that you?
No, when you say Rick Tavio, he goes, "You mean Rick Tavio Don Carlos Juan Pacifico?"
In like a dumb way.
We can spot it in the ledger because it goes all the way.
And the ledger starts with Rick Tavio in big letters, but then as it goes on, the names get smaller and smaller as he realizes he's running out of space. But yes, you describe Rick Tavio how he's a a rather handsome, tan young Spanish man with a hat with a feather. Because that's what he was. And he goes, yeah, I saw somebody kind of like that. Well, must have been the night before. Yeah, he was barreling out of here in his wagon like as if the devil was on his own back.
Did you see where he was going?
I didn't see exactly where he was going, but I know he went that way. wherever he was going, he got the hell out of Dodge. Or at least lucky.
He's probably long gone by now.
Whatever
Yeah.
Dodge is.
Yeah,
Alright,
what's a Dodge?
So
Shame
Rictavio,
bar.
so Rictavio's not here anymore, guys. I'm sad.
That sucks. And he sounds like he was like trying to get away from something. He was scared of something. He was trying to get to something on time. I don't know.
No, he was.
Well, you spooked him with something.
Yeah,
Okay.
No, maybe.
yeah. They're reading when we mentioned that the Vistani told us about to find him and his readings and her readings. Right, I guess we're gonna go to the church.
If only you knew some people that knew the lay of the land here that might be able to help you out.
We do. We have to backtrack so much.
You realize backtrack is like that, right?
I know, but the concept.
Who do we know? Who do we know?
We're gonna have to pass by the guy in the stocks again.
Yeah, it's awkward.
All right. Are we,
Alright.
are we going to the church now?
Yes, we are going to the church. Unfortunately, there is no map for this church. It plainly says here in the book, oh, if you need a map for the church, just use the one in Barovia. You know, the one that's full of broken shit. So I don't know why they did that. But,
Oh, man.
That's just lazy.
yeah. So I mean, if you want me to, I can take you to that map.
No, it's
Is it
fine.
what-
That's yeah.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So yeah, mind's eye. That's fine.
Yeah.
The church is a church.
Yeah. Okay. So
Some pews, some stuff.
all right. So
Jump around.
this slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple on the back and walls lined with cracked stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps amongst the graves. You can see here, if you zoom in, you can see there's actually like a yard. Within the churchyard, you see a young man, obviously doing like groundskeeper work. He's like taking care of plants. He'll occasionally take a shovel and dig something out and whatnot. He's kind of tending to the graves. He's keeping them clean. Other than that, you see men and women, not drastically, but some will come to the church, some will leave the church, whatnot. This church is actually not busy, but things are happening here. Smaldrex, roll me a religion check.
Ooh, I think I'm actually good at that one.
I keep
You
forgetting
should
I keep forgetting you're a cleric.
You should be. You're a
too.
cleric.
We haven't done any like combat,
Yeah,
so you can't tell like who's.
I don't know how good a cleric. I could be a terrible cleric.
Smaldrex.
Evil right now.
God damn it. Hold on a second. Let me look at you.
Oh, sure.
All right, you know I have to now
This is what my baby really like.
with my
No, no.
-1 to religion.
No.
What?
I'm. Hold on. I'm sorry. This just applies to Smaldrex.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Smaldrex, what's your alignment?
Pure neutral. Like, I'm a lizard. All I do is survive.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
it doesn't hunt anything or kill anything out of viciousness, so I think it's a little bit more of a neutral good, if anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Separate cooking.
well, actually, no. I'll make the religion check for everybody. That's fine. The you notice that one of the stained glass mirrors is for a saint known as Saint Andral. Who exactly they are? You know the name. It's one of those things where it's like, I know what he is, but what exactly he did, I just gosh. But other than that, you're just it's like it's on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I gotta find out who this is.
yeah.
It's gonna bug me.
Well, you can go inside and find out.
Let's go.
Let's go inside.
I'm very inside the church right now.
Okay.
I'm looking
So-
at Lilith to make sure that she's not gonna try to bust down the door like she usually does.
Lilith, the
Oh,
second you step on church grounds, your body bursts into flames. No.
Oh, I was like, ah!
You're like, oh god.
You
I
still,
was
want,
slowly water above the ground, my wings.
you still want to be neutral evil?
That's
No.
the traveler in my ear.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta make this right. Okay, so inside the church are. Hold on, give me just a moment. Okay, inside the church are 15 men and women. They are scattered about the pews. They are some are praying, some are just not just sitting there, but I guess not reminiscing, but like reflecting and stuff like that. They're doing things you would do in a church.
Right.
One is napping. um, but yes, and at the very head of this church is a tall, not super tall, but tall old man. I'd say probably about like 6'2". And he's dressed in obvious vestments. He actually looks a lot like a Catholic priest, with the solid black with the white collar. You know what? In my mind, he looks like Max von Sydow's character from The Exorcist. So let's just go with that. I was trying to describe him, but that's what he looks like. And every now and then a villager would come up and say some words to him, and he would he would do like a holy symbol gesture and place a hand on their shoulder, and the people would seem relieved and they would walk away. You can tell just from the way the body language of the people that approach him that he is not a man to be feared. He's a man to be loved and respected. He has a very soft look about him in terms of emotion.
Wow.
Church makes good Tinder.
So is there like a line to get up to him, or like what's
No, there's not a line. It's just every now and then a villager would come up and Jesus, I got loud. Every now and then a villager would come up and like, oh, please pray over my son, father, and be like, yes, of course, my child. And send them off, whatnot, and walk in the light of the morning, Lord, and stuff like that. And so,
All right.
I want to walk up to him and point to the stained glass image and ask him, be like, "Sir, who is Saint Andral? I know I've seen this image before. I just cannot remember."
Saint Andral. Oh, there was a man. If I could be a tenth as holy as Saint Andral, I would die a happy man. He was a saint who, in the beginning, when Strahd became the monster that he is now, the Saint Andral opposed him. He hid people here in the church against the wrath of Strahd. But unfortunately was overcome by the evil. And he was made a martyr here in the town square.
Wow.
Was that at one of these festivals?
Yes, that was the first festival. No.
Hey, I just gotta check.
Full
Some
circle.
midsummer shit going on there. No, just kidding.
And he goes, underneath this church here is where his bones lie. And it allows this church to become a hallowed ground.
Neat.
All right,
Cool.
we have someone.
Yay, cheese.
We have someone that we need to keep here, and we feel Strahd is after her. So this is the only safe place that she could stay.
You would be right, my child. My son. Even though devilish though your parents may be, I know you are also a believer in the faith.
My faith is survival, sir, and she will not survive if she stays anywhere but here.
And he goes, who is this one that you speak of?
Her name is Irina. Strahd is after her, and we think he wants to harm her.
Awful.
Possess?
I know, right?
Like kidnap? It's a little creepy.
I don't know what his end game is, but
It's not good.
We found some weird dolls. It was not. It was. They all look like her. It's weird.
he goes that is odd. Rest assured, the bones of Saint Andral will never allow a fiend such as him to approach these grounds.
That's great news.
In fact, the bones allow the church to retain the Hallow spell, which is essentially like a bulletproof shield against vampires.
Oh.
Yeah, and like demons and whatnot. It's a very high level spell.
She's not with us, is she?
No.
No, she's not.
Okay.
So you're saying that she will be able to stay here safely?
She, in theory, should be.
I mean,
How often has this theory been tested?
Not in my lifetime. I will admit.
Great. Do you mind if we bring her?
By all means, my son.
Awesome.
So we want to go grab Irina real fast.
We found a place for you. Let's go. Come on.
Very much. I want to deliver the great news to Ismark
Yeah.
he's gonna be real happy.
so he can get paid again.
Oh yeah.
He was drunk last time. Maybe he'll give us another 100.
No.
Maybe he doesn't remember.
Okay. So no, you're not getting paid again.
Aw,
We're not doing this.
aw, Philly.
Okay. So all right. Well, that was easy.
That was it. That was all we were doing.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That was, I mean, whoops.
Irene's probably been like, "Why did it take so long? Let's just go walk over to the church."
Yeah. Why didn't we just go? Why didn't we do that? Why were we fucking around with the burgomaster?
Yeah. We'll finish this.
All right.
Sure.
So, hold on real quick.
I'll be back.
Okay, so Irina and Ismark are now downstairs. Ismark is eating more beet soup because that's all this place has.
Right, we're stuck. I'm trying to get downstairs, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Ah!
Ah!
What?
There you go. Sorry, my roll 20 was being weird when I was trying to drag my token.
Oh, is it glitching out and it's not letting you drop the token?
No, it was like I was trying to, because the map is so long, I was trying to like go down and it would just flip it back up.
You're just in an endless hallway.
Pretty much. Right, I delivered the great news. Ismark, we found a hollow ground that protects from darkness and vampires and Strahd. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it too loud.
When you say that, there are some people. It's like,
And there's no mirrors.
and Ismark goes, "That's great news. Does anybody smell burnt toast?" And then he faints. I'm kidding. he says
My emotions.
he says that, and one of his eyes get really bloody.
Fine.
And then he just face plants, boom, right in the head.
Right. Yeah. So we tell him that she'll be able to stay at the Church of Saint Andral. Saint Andral.
Andral.
I'm like double checking like all the readings we got just to make sure that we're not like missing anything.
Yeah, what were the other two again? There's something about the hill and then I can't remember.
Well, those were Lilith's like.
Oh,
real
that's right.
argument. There is also the fortunes of Barovia that that's for Lilith's alignment readjustment.
Right. Okay. Duh.
Just go to Tuffy's. They do it for like $20.
All right. So are we gonna take him there? What does
Yes.
he say when we tell him that we found a place for her to be safe?
He's like, yes! Like, finally a fucking win.
Yay.
And he goes, what's a hollow spell?
I explained to him it's essentially a bulletproof shield against vampires.
Cool. What's a bullet?
Damn it! Yes, Mark, she'll be safe there. I promise.
You promise?
No, wait. The priest promises.
Oh, the priest promise. Oh, you know them
We
priests.
talked to him. He's a very esteemed gentleman.
Yes.
Hmm. All right. Tell you what, though. I'm going to keep an extra set of eyes on her. By that, I mean me. Just to make sure nothing happens.
So you're saying you're gonna stay in the church?
Yes.
I mean,
You're not gonna come with us to fight evil like you want it?
As glamorous and tempting as that sounds, I have to take care of me and mine first.
Can I borrow one of your swords or bring it
What?
back?
No.
100 gold.
Oh, by the
No.
way, you still have to pay us.
No, I remember paying you.
Damn.
I wasn't that drunk.
Okay,
Nice.
fine.
Nice
Alright,
try, though.
pack your stuff up. Let's go.
Let's do this. We're going to see the wizard.
Wrap it up.
He's like, all right, let's blow this popsicle stand. Your wine sucks. When he says that, Erwin's like, no.
Alright, let's take him to church. Let's go to church, kid.
Hang on the church. Literally.
No, don't wanna.
Let's go.
I don't want to go to church. This is dumb.
So what are we gonna do about Rictavio though? Like, can we track him? Is anybody good at tracking? Can we even track him at this? He's been gone for so long.
If only you knew some people that knew the lay of the land.
I don't want to backtrack.
Like these gentlemen.
What is this? Death Stranding?
Backtrack. What
We're here.
are you trying to
Oh, the hunters! I thought you were saying the Vistani.
We're-
I don't want to backtrack. It's so far away.
So
like,
far.
Vesemir. It's only back to right there.
It's
You
like
see
a-
them? Go right there.
It's like a
They're like on the other side of the room.
It's like a table away.
If anything, it's the back of the bar.
Fine.
I'm comfy.
All right, somebody talk to him.
Okay, so as you approach him, you see Zoldar. Who is this gentleman here? He has a pocket knife, or not a pocket knife. What the fuck was I? A hunting knife, and he is whittling a line across the front of his bow. And you can see there's like a multitude of lines, and as the lines go higher and higher up, they're like more and more faded with time.
Nice. Got another one.
Yeah. Damn straight I did.
So,
Got it.
you know, if you were trying to hide from someone around here, where would you go? Outside of town, of course.
Outside of town, there's a lot of places you could hide.
Where would Rictavio hide? I mean, someone like Rictavio.
Octavio?
Someone
Are you-
like Rictavio.
Are you talking about that guy with the really garishly colored wagon?
Yes.
And great name, yeah.
And the great name.
What's his name? It was Rictavio.
Oh my god.
You know, Octavio, Mario, something.
Don Juan.
Don Juan.
And then Yevgeny says Don Carlos, Juan Pacifico, Maria Menendez. Yes. Anyways.
You change it every time.
Yes.
No, that's his name. That's his name because I committed it to memory. I will die knowing that name.
Amazing. I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
ask you what his name was next year. I can't wait to see the answer.
I will rattle it off to you, believe me. or
I'm gonna
not.
write it on the wall right now. Just to make sure.
It's etched in my skull at this point.
Okay.
Anyway, Yevgeny actually speaks up because I've seen that wagon. It was by the lake where that old tower is. I was scouting. Me and Zoldar were scouting out some wolves, and before he got one right in the back of the head. By the way, good shot, Zoldar. And Zoldar high fives. I'm like, yeah, boom,
Yeah, Zoldar, boom.
double tap. Then you never seen it coming. Anyways, as I was scouting out some wolf tracks, I came by the old lake, and normally I really don't think about it, but I saw that old tower. I saw that fan. I saw that old wagon parked out front.
Huh.
But curiously, I saw a lamp burning in the window above, in the tower.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Let's go, guys.
Okay. All right, cool. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah, I tossed him a gold coin.
Well, I want to like, is there any dangers around that area that we should know about?
Yes.
Other than wolves.
Yes.
Would you be willing to take us out there?
I was just about to say I can do that for you.
Sure.
For a price.
How much?
Well, let's see, what time is it? It's about 2 o'clock ish. Can we reach there in time? Yeah, we should be able to. Tell you what, you throw me and Zoldar about 5 gold here, and we'll help you. We'll escort you to the place.
You got a deal, mister.
We'll go straight to the wood as the crow flies.
Well, I literally fly. So, like, are we flying or no?
No. As the crow fly means in a straight line.
Oh, I know that. I'm just being facetious.
I got it. I ain't laughing, but I get it.
All right.
And
I'm
I
ready.
don't actually fly. Nope. Not a flyer, I am. Do we want to go there now, or do we want to take Ismark and Irina to the church?
We can take him out on the way there.
Yeah, drop them off.
Go.
Yeah.
You still owe me 100 gold? Wait,
No!
before we leave, is there a
Ismark,
blacksmith
be
in
the
town?
guy.
Is there a blacksmith in town? Roll me an investigation check.
What? I'm asking these guys. They live here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's the land.
Oh, yeah. Of course there's a blacksmith in town.
I'm just saying.
I mean, where do you think we get like the spearheads and arrowheads from? You think they just rain from the sky?
Hey, trading is a thing.
Have you been to the stockyards?
You don't need to be so sassy. Just tell us.
I love the sassy hunting.
Jeez.
Yeah. Ask a stupid question. That's all I'm saying.
All right, guys. I
Yeah.
will meet you all at the gates while I go to get to the blacksmith real quick. And I take the silver bag. Put it
I
on.
want to go to the
Wait,
blacksmith
can
as
I
well.
do a dagger and say like get like a silver tip on it or something? Like just
Yeah.
a little silver plating. Spice it up.
Just a little bit. Just.
I have enough to play 2 weapons.
2 full weapons or like 4 daggers?
2 full weapons.
2 full weapons.
4. That's like, but a dagger's like half a sword.
Yeah, exactly.
The dagger's only like yay big. A sword like yay big.
No, stop. No, it's 2 weapons.
It's D&D logic, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I forgot to add Irina and Edward, but they're here. Okay. So, because you guys are still in town, so you guys are safe. What was that? So Zoldar and Yevgeny, they direct you to where the blacksmith is, which is right here. And you approach. As you approach, you can hear the distinctive sounds of the tink, 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 and over an anvil that's out in, it's not a shed. It's like an overhang.
Right.
You see a man at the forge, and he is older. His hair has all gone white. He has a thing where he's like bald in the top, but it's long on the sides.
Mhm.
Skull it.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the skull cap. Like the Hulk Hogan look. It's Hulk Hogan.
Alright. That helps.
So,
The whole time.
yeah, no, he doesn't. But very broad-shouldered. You can even see, even though he's wearing an apron and a shirt, that this dude's rip from blacksmithing.
With a big belly.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's rocking the dad bod.
Yes.
Thick legs and arms, beer gut. and as he sees you, as he approaches, he looks up, and there's like a cloth eye patch over one eye. The music? Oh, I can barely hear it. It's fine. Is it bothering anybody else?
No.
I don't hear anything.
No, but I can hear it through my headphones.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So he looks at you with his one good eye, and even then you can see this kind of like cataracts happening, like it's already kind of getting. And he goes, "What can I do you?"
Do you sell any swords?
He looks at the rack.
He just goes,
What?
He looks at the rack behind him that has literally every weapon that's in the player's handbook. You mean swords like these?
How much for one long sword?
That'd be 100 gold.
oof.
That's steep. That's expensive.
How much would it be for a custom Warhammer?
You do have platinum, by the way.
Huh?
You do have platinum pieces, by the way.
You have a bunch of like Electrum pieces that Small Drax gave Vesemir.
152.
Oh.
Now how Electrum works, it's weird because it's like 10 silver is 1 gold, kind of that's the exchange rate.
Yeah.
For Electrum, it's 5 Electrum is 1 gold.
Here, I'm gonna see how much gold I actually have. Currency coin converter. There you go.
And he goes, for a custom hammer, that'd be 250.
Platinum, right? Or Electrum. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
But I have platinum pieces, so you should also have platinum pieces.
I'm just gonna add the 76. Can I just like exchange
If you want
it?
to, just convert it all to gold. That'd be
Okay,
fine.
it's so from 152 Electrum, it gives me 76 gold pieces. So
Okay.
I'm gonna add that to my thing. Okay, so does anybody want? So how are we gonna do this? We have enough to code. Okay, well, let me ask. I have a bunch of silver, and
Silver.
would like to plate one of my weapons with it. How much would that cost me?
Well, silvering is kind of expensive, but most of that comes with the cost of silver.
Yes.
But if you have the silver with you, I could. I'd say, depending on the weapon, 10 to 15 gold.
Okay, that's
Cool.
not bad.
No, like I said,
No questions asked.
I wasn't asking any questions to begin with, so I'll throw that one in for free.
All right, guys, I'm gonna code one of my swords.
Can I coat one of my daggers?
Can we
I
do
code
one? Can we do one sword and 2 daggers?
You have enough for 2 weapons.
Okay, well, I'm coding one of mine,
Okay,
so
so
there's enough for another one. So you guys can fight it out.
yeah, I only have daggers, so anybody else with a short sword or something better.
We
I
did.
got
We did find a
Warhammer.
short sword.
Yeah, I would say, does it work on a Warhammer?
Yeah.
If metal can stick to it, it can be. I mean, yeah, if metal can stick to it, it can be silvered. If you want me to, I can silver a shovel for you.
Oh,
Well,
that
you're
happen
offering.
to be more effective against
Real
vampires?
tempting. I do bury a lot of bodies in a year. It'd be great.
A lot of vampire bodies.
Okay.
No, just bodies.
They might be vampires. I don't know.
All right.
I don't
So
discriminate.
I will take one of your finest longswords, and I want to plate it with this silver, and I, like, get my part of the silver and put it in front of him.
So you get like Victor and the wives set.
Pretty much.
Okay, that'll be. I can get it ready for you for 10 gold in 10 days time.
10 days.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, I have all these other orders here, Eddie. And he points out like the list of orders that he has for like nails, like horseshoes, spearhead.
My friend, how can we? Is there an expedite fee?
There's a price on everything, my friend.
What would it take for you to put me on the top of the list?
How much is the sword worth to you?
100 gold pieces. You just told me.
Hey, 100 gold pieces, I can have it within the hour.
Wait, what the?
Wow.
Wow, really?
How long? How about by end of day?
I can still have it by the end of the hour. I mean,
How much is this conversation costing us?
Costing me.
I'm charging by the hour. Right? What's the this is an estimate cost, so it's gotta be $45.
Consultation fee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, but seriously, how long would it be to put me on the top of the list?
You know what? Throw in an extra 10 gold and I'll have it for you within the hour.
How much?
Extra 10.
So 20 altogether.
So 120.
No. Whoa, no, just
I'm
one.
buying an extra sword.
He goes a little. No. We agreed upon 120.
Well, that's for a new sword. A new silver sword within the hour.
If you want, I can make you a sword of pure silver.
No. I'm sharing my silver with my friends.
Sounds like communist propaganda, but that's okay by me.
I agree, but I'm trying to be nice. It's my good deed for the day.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say 120 gold, and give me about an hour's time, if that.
You got it.
Hold on, give me just a second.
I'm going full Witcher right now, guys, just so you know. I'm living out my fantasies. There's absolutely no need for me to have two swords.
You're just gonna be like a blender after a minute and just like dual wielding.
You gotta hurt yourself. You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Cut your nose off, kid.
Alright, so I already subtracted the money from my money.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Give him an hour and he'll have it ready.
Be back in an hour.
Sweet.
Anybody else? Anybody else need anything?
Should we? I don't know. I have a short sword. Should we try to put more silver on more stuff, or like, should we just lay off and just let
If you
have
guys want my input, I will say put silver on whoever can do the more damage.
Yeah.
I'd say probably not me then.
Oh, I was gonna say it's between
The
Warhammer.
Warhammer?
It's not me.
A warhammer hits hard, but a rogue
Right.
can do some serious sneak attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing, the sneak attack.
Yeah, my damage on a dagger is probably lower than what you can do.
Yeah. I think Talaxia should put it on her daggers.
Okay.
Agreed.
So yeah. All right. I'll do that then.
Okay.
How much would you charge for my daggers to have silver on them?
Oh man.
They're smaller.
They're much
Uh,
smaller.
I'll give you that. I'll tell you what. Well, again, the cost of the silver, it's already negated by the fact that I'm not going to ask where you got the silver from in the first place, but
You have no questions.
yeah, you're right. No questions asked.
You're getting paid no matter what. So hey.
That's silver for you, gold for me. That's how I like it. I'll tell you what. 7 a pop, and we'll call it square.
What do you guys think? Is that a fair price?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Let's do it. So 14 gold. How do I pay you?
No, that's 14 gold at the back of the line.
Okay.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh.
Make it a bundle.
We're talking about top of the
Yeah,
line.
bundle, bundle.
My friend, I already paid for me to be on top of the line, and how
Same.
about you know
Fireworks.
you can it's the same process. You dip in both in the electric water thing and plate it, whatever it takes. You know, like it's just come on.
It's
Just
much
like that.
smaller, way easier. Come on.
I'm gonna need some persuasion checks for that because he already written the receipt for you.
Crap.
He's not gonna rewrite a
Already
receipt.
That's true. Oh,
That's a lot of work.
Oh,
Guess to get a whole new piece of paper.
Yeah.
Talaxia, you took at his heartstrings. He's like, I can't. Damn it! I always had a soft spot for bird people.
Personally,
I'll-
never seen, but
Fine, I'll throw it in with the other guys and give me about an hour and a half total. I'll have it all done for you.
great.
Thank you so much. The bird. Thank you.
The man immediately gets to work. He's working on now. He throws it off the anvil and just starts working on what he's doing now.
Okay.
alrighty then.
Now he's not talking about the cost of silver. Does he have silver? I want to ask him like if he has silver that he can put on the weapons. If we can buy it from him.
I'm fresh out of silver. You're actually not the only person that asks for a silver weapon.
Hmm.
Who else asked
Shocker.
for a
Here
silver
in
weapon?
Barovia?
Does he have a really long name?
Yeah, that's the guy. What was his name? Rick, it was Ricky something. Shit. That's right. I remember.
She got it.
It was
So hard, it's probably not
How
right.
did you do that?
it was Rick Tavio Don Carlos on Pacific over him.
How did it go again?
Everybody in this town knows his name.
Oh yeah.
Except for whatever. Anyways, okay. So, you guys just kick around for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
All
say
right.
a short rest, but like we haven't taken any damage or anything, so.
No, you guys haven't done anything yet. Like the only damage you taken was from crows, ravens. Sorry.
I don't know what
All
you're
right.
talking about.
So an hour and a half time passes. You come back to the blacksmith, and he goes, "There, fresh hot off the presses.
Blacksmith, what's a
Yep.
press?
The press is what I am right now."
Oh no.
I have the
Very
press.
sad.
Vesemir and Talaxia, you have silver weapons.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you so much.
I carry it on my back like a witcher.
That's amazing. This music is so triumphant.
This is perfect.
Oh. Do my
Okay.
dagger.
I hope it's very shiny. It's a brand new sword.
Oh yeah, like it. Well, I would say it catches the sun, but there is no sun to catch.
There's no
But yeah, it you don't know how this guy must have been a magician because it is intricate overlay, and it has. That's
That
really
good
loud.
Damascus look going on there.
And it has. Oh god, why is it so loud? Anyways, it has an intricate overlay and it's razor sharp. It looks like it's not silvered. It looks like it was made of silver.
Wow.
Nice.
Shit.
This guy was a master of his craft.
So what you're telling me is that this is a longsword +3.
No, it's a long sword with silver on it.
With a +1 at the end.
No, with a +0. and if you keep questioning it, he plated it with nickel instead of silver.
Oh man, that'd be
And
great.
he stole the silver we gave him.
Yeah,
We
it's
would not
silver.
know either. None of us would
No.
know.
This is stainless steel.
Should I give him a tip for doing such a good job? Like give him 1 gold piece or something?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we paid him a lot of money.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Okay.
Nah, he's fine.
I'm being too generous. Okay, cool. No, we were very happy with this work. Thank you so much, Mr. Blacksmith Man.
Blacksmith man. Yep. That's a
call-
Dr. Blacksmith Man to you.
yeah.
Oh,
Esquire.
I didn't go to 12 years of blacksmith doctor school to be called Mister.
well, excuse me, mister.
And the last name's Smithman. Laszlo
Ooh.
Smithman.
Love it.
All right, you guys can keep going. I'm trying to figure it out. I need to add like my sword with right and silver and other crap.
Oh yeah, how do you do that? Yeah.
Well, in your case, since you just have those
The
silver,
dagger?
yeah, you can just, if you want, you can click on the little gear that appears when you hover over it, and just change the
Yeah.
name to silver longsword, or I mean silver dagger. It's the
Okay.
same. It's the same damage. It's just coated in silver.
Okay. Silver dagger. Okay. And it weighs the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Alright.
You know, it might weigh a little more, actually.
Yeah, true.
Point 3, 0.5.
Yeah. Make sure you notate that. That might be important.
because of that 0.01 gram, you're over encumbered.
I'm like dashing for you.
Fuck. Wow.
All right.
My total weight is now 60.86. Oh shit.
Okay,
Sorry, back out trying to lift the sword.
Oh.
do we want to try to go check out that tower with the hunters?
It's time for you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I was posing that to the group.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they can take us to Rictavio.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. They're gonna need their payment first.
Alright.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to do that because I just spent a lot of money.
Okay, I give them 2 gold and I tell them when we get there safely, they get the other 3.
I mean, that's
Wow.
still have all the money that Small Drax gave you.
Thrifty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I am cheap.
Yeah, I'm neutral evil. Okay.
No
So,
charity here.
nope, not in this house. All right, so let me get you guys out in the world now.
I also don't trust them. I feel like they just like lead us into a wolf's den and leave us.
They won't know the difference. That's fine. Fuck them.
Tower, wolf's den.
Hold on. Just ignore what's happening to your screen right now.
I see everything.
No, you can't. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut you shut your mouth, Jose.
In my mouth.
Talaxia, you see where your items are? Where you see like, if you have a backpack and a bunch of other crap.
Yes.
On the
okay.
left side, there's a bunch of little coins there. You should have, at the very least, 200 gold pieces. So you can
Oh, I
just-
see.
yeah, you can click on those
Hmm.
spaces and like put how much gold you have.
Right?
I only have
Why
one of
the
those filled
hell
in.
are
It says
you
15.
Not on the maps. Like,
Too big for this map.
And
right? Just like straight up disappeared.
Ooh. I'm glad you guys circled that hill. It's very good. Now I know where to find it. Got a square here. That's not the hill.
Square equals not hill.
Just in case you don't get confused.
Just right. Oh my god. The fact that you're this is annoying me.
You should have, Talaxia, you should have had like 200 gold pieces altogether.
Somehow, I guess it never got filled in because like none of those little icons are filled in except for one, and
yeah,
it says
you
15.
have to input it manually. So if you
Oh,
have
yeah.
if you have 15 gold, you have to, at the very least, you have 215
Yeah,
total before you silver your dagger.
Yeah.
So
Right.
whatever you pay after you silver the dagger, you subtract it manually. It's like an
Okay.
honor system. You can lie.
So
Yeah.
I roll one. Okay.
Right.
Jose.
What? I have 1,000
You
gold
can't
pieces.
say that in front of the DM.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, you should have an extra 100 gold pieces that you got. There was like one campaign or one session you weren't here. But yeah, add an extra
Right.
100 in there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, no,
300
yeah,
then.
because I had, yeah, you're right, because I had 318 total after everything.
You can just give him another number. The DM doesn't keep track. It's fine.
All right.
Just too busy downloading music. So what if I am? Shut up.
It's awesome music. We love it. It's great.
Yes, it's true.
So I'm assuming this is where we're going right here.
Huh?
Hey.
Eh.
Old man voice.
Oh, what now? Huh?
Okay, all right, hold on. Shut up, everyone, shut up. God damn it. Okay.
So it's
All right.
3:30.
It's 3:30, and the hunters are like, "Look, when it gets about dusk, we're booking. I don't care if you give us our gold or not. We are not staying out here past dark.
Wow.
If you want to, that's fine. It's your funeral. But
Sounds good.
what we're gonna do is that we're gonna cross this bridge here, and we'll cut through the woods. After this point,
Are you sure? Is that safe?
it's safe with us. I would not suggest doing it on your own, but it's safe with us.
You
Believe
told
me.
us to stay on the roads.
Weird.
Yeah. By yourself without a trained professional.
Oh.
I want to keep an eye out on this, guys.
Okay. As you leave Valaki, you notice that before, outside of the gates, but before like really the outskirts of town, there is another path that leads. If you're walking down, it's to your left. And down that path, you can see tents. It's a hill, and there's tents there. But if you're not going to investigate, that's fine. We'll keep.
Wait,
moving.
where do we see tents?
Tents.
Where?
Tents and wagons surrounding a hill. A small hill.
Which hill?
Is actually I'm gonna pop you guys right back into the Valaki map because I forgot to point that out because I was too busy making old man noises.
You know, you get priorities.
Yeah, exactly. So, fucking A. All right. So as you guys, once you reach about this point, this path here, you could see
Oh.
there's obvious like campfire smoke coming from this direction.
Wait, weren't we looking for an evil hill or something like that?
An ancient.
An evilly ancient hill.
I want to ask the hunter, hey, is that an ancient hill?
I mean, I was gonna say, it's been around for a while.
I mean, it's not exactly new. If that's what you're
Well, who's up there?
That would be. Well, normally it's just the Dusk Elves, but it looks like by
Dusk
those.
elves.
It looks like by that campsite, it looks like there's some Vistani hold up there as well.
We're great friends with those guys.
I trust them as far as I could throw them, but
Last time we met the Vistani, we stole a bunch of stuff, which I'm still carrying in my boots apparently.
What? Yevgeny looks at you and says, "I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that."
Well, I didn't say that in character.
Now you did.
To remind.
No.
Okay, fine.
No, you did.
Days.
It's too late now.
You guys want to investigate that? It could be the hill that
No, that was the one on the other side of the map, remember?
I drew a little circle around it.
Oh,
you put
that's right.
Oh,
I
sad.
mean, there could be more hills that are
Shows you how
important.
much attention I'm paying.
You don't care. You got your silver sword. You're all cool.
That's it. That's all I wanted from this campaign. If I die, I'll die happy.
All right. So I will bring you guys back to the world map.
Yeah, we'll come back to the hill later.
Yeah. Huh? if you guys ain't gonna, fine. I don't want you guys to investigate that stupid ass hill anyway. It's
Well,
done.
get out of the way, Dad.
We have a mission to find Rictavio. That's actually on the cards.
True.
All right. So.
All right, let's do this.
We did say we'll fly like the crow. We got to get there.
Hold on, give me just a second. Shit. Shit. Okay. So. All right. So they're gonna cross the bridge and then they're gonna cut through the woods after this. Oh, you guys are good. Okay. So in this area, the road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointed in 4 directions, lie in the weeds nearby.
What does the sign say?
Oh, you pick up the sign, and one arrow says Krex, one says Solinka Pass, one arrow says Lake Baratok, and one arrow says Valaki and Ravenloft, and then another arrow says Berez.
It's a lot of arrows.
So this sign is like loose, and I just picked it up.
It's snapped in half. It's fallen over.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have no idea which direction any of these
Well,
things.
I point the Valaki one to the Valaki direction, so you can tell me where we actually go.
There you go. Okay.
It's actually when you do it like that, it's like a piece of the puzzle. You're like, oh, okay. You can see where it's clearly snapped.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, Balaki and Ravenloft are towards this side, obviously. So Linka and Krex are towards this side, obviously. Berez is straight south,
Okay.
and Lake Baratok is over here.
All right, hunters, lead the way.
All right, like I said, we'll cut through the woods.
Let's do it.
And we'll get there in half the time.
Sweet.
Like a delicious crow.
Yeah. One was like, wait a minute.
Like, wait a second.
Alright.
How would you know they're delicious?
Trust me, I know. I ate a raven, and they look the same as those other
Don't
birds.
tell them.
Hey
Yeah,
now.
don't tell people that.
That's so offensive to me.
You're like a very offended squawk somewhere from the woods.
I'm triggered. It's please squawk.
Okay.
Ah.
So, with the hunters, I'm telling you this so that way you guys are like, hey, this is a ripoff. With the hunters, I made it to where you guys rolled for encounters with disadvantage. So what that means for me is that there's a lower chance you guys would encounter stuff in the wild.
Okay.
And thanks to them, you didn't. So just
Thank
peeling back the curtain for you guys so you can appreciate it.
No, we're at church.
No, you're not in the church. Shut up. I told you this is a really dumb way of crap. Hold on a second. No, I didn't want to go there. I don't want to be here. I swear to God, there's got to be a better way.
Oh.
No, it's just the fact that like the bar doesn't scroll when I want it to, so it is quite annoying.
You should like submit it as a suggestion, you know.
Yeah, watch it fall on deaf ears.
I know, but you know, waste like 2 minutes of your life. Maybe it could help someday.
Small Reddit thread on Roll20.
Mm.
Yeah, let's talk about that red throw on Roll20. shall we? Okay, so hold on, I gotta get y'all in here. Pop y'all in here real quick. What I did was that I just took your tokens and I put it on a blank square. I'm like, no, you guys are here now, and I will just copy and paste you as I see fit.
Oh my. Okay.
That's a good idea. It's like a little palette.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah.
Okay, so enough of that music. It's sad, depressing. Okay,
Oh. We're gonna get happy music?
no, you're not.
Damn it.
Traveler
No.
music.
No, of course you're not gonna get happy music.
There's no happy music in this campaign.
No, well, I mean the music that you heard before when you got to get the silver sword. That's as happy as it's getting.
Oh yeah.
That's really
It's pretty happy to be fair.
Yeah, I would say it's more like Victoria's, but that's
You know.
okay. So You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of a tower, with the inside of an entrance, is a barrel-top wagon spattered with mud.
Oh man.
I want to walk. Are we like near the wagon, or are we just now approaching the tower?
You're just now approaching the tower, so
Okay.
the map for this area is very small. So
Why is my health 14?
what? I don't know. Fix it. Why is your health 14?
I don't know. It's not
I-
anymore.
Oh yeah, I think I lost health as well.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
All right, guys.
Hold on.
So here's the plan.
Oh yeah, you guys took some damage because you tripped along the way. I don't know.
That must be it.
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
flanking the
scraped out.
tower to make sure that Octavia doesn't escape again.
I
You
want to go
winded
up to the wagon and pull one of the linchpins out of the back wheel.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go up to the wagon and like pull one of the linchpins out of the back wheel. So if he does try to escape, the back wheel will just basically fall off.
Good idea.
Are you
Oh, maybe what
are
if
you
we
sure you want to do that?
What if we need to?
Just in case, like I'm gonna carry the linchpin with me. I'm not gonna like throw it away.
Okay. Okay.
So
Maybe you should check to see if there's nothing inside of the wagon.
Let's
Is there a dagger in there?
so
We'll check it. We'll check it and we'll take Lynchman.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. If you pull the wait, are you trying to take the wheel off or just the
No, I'm trying to like essentially sabotage it to where if he does try to escape again, the wheel will fall off. But if I just take this out, it's not gonna like just immediately fall off. The
Okay.
linchpin usually
So if
just
he-
holds the wheel
right.
on the bar.
Right.
okay?
I know way too much about wagons.
If you really want to do that, you
Oh.
can.
Is that why they call it a linchpin?
Yeah.
So you call someone a linchpin, it's because they hold it together?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when you pull it, it's not gonna immediately like pop the wheel off. Just like when he tries to escape, it would immediately come off.
Does your character know about wagoneering like this?
I feel like any character in this world would understand the basic way a wagon works.
Or at least see that there's like a thing holding the wheel together.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's a fat ass thing.
I feel like he's trying to tell us something though. I feel like maybe we should do that. I don't know.
I think
I-
he's just confused by my
No,
understanding
no, no.
of wagon mechanics.
I know what you're doing, and I'm advising you now. Put a pin in that idea first.
Put a Lynchman in that idea. Okay.
let's just do a little bit more investigating.
Okay.
Besides, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, we are in a new area, so I mean, probably a good idea.
I'm
All right.
just saying.
We'll investigate. We'll investigate.
Hey, what's the worst that could happen?
Fine. I'll look into the wagon then.
Okay.
Into the wagon.
You look into the wagon. You see. Have you seen the movie Seven?
Mm-hmm.
Not a really long time.
Yeah, you know, with Brad Pitt and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So like the movie Seven, when you look into the window, you see there is a bunch of items. You can't really discern what because it's kind of dark in there. A bunch of items hanging from some sort of strings, and they are just littered all over the roof of this. Oh, we lost Alex.
Yep.
Alex, I'll come back. Anyways, okay, it's coming back. Okay. Anyways, so there's a bunch of items dangling from strings. around here, and they're
Okay.
very short strings.
Do they look organic? That's a real question.
Yo, what is hanging from the strings? Like what?
What would be a good? Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Hey guys, you
This is what is it?
We're rolling great.
Does somebody else want to roll an Arcana check?
Fine.
Yeah,
I'll,
I invite people to come look at whatever it's
I'll also
gonna.
take a
Yeah.
look.
Bam!
Yep. Nope. I don't see anything. Bye, guys.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
my
man,
lord!
what is this weird thing?
Okay, so. Oh my god! Fine.
gee,
I'll give it to Wright because he's
Yes.
the highest.
oh my god.
He rolled a 10, which is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
Okay, so Wrighton, you see dangling from these strings are little bulbous vials filled with blue liquid. You recognize this liquid as alchemist's fire,
Ooh.
So
Oh,
that's
man.
why we shouldn't have taken
which is essentially magic napalm.
napalm.
Oh my god.
There is enough in this wagon you discern to level this place.
Wow.
Oh jeez.
Just
Nice.
imagine him trying to escape without the thing and the wheel falls off. And just...
And we have no idea
Boom.
why.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
why,
He just
why,
goes to escape and explodes.
why is the wagon?
My celestial just would suddenly be like, "What did you do?"
You see there's a flash. You get a vision of your celestial in the office, and there's 3 cigarettes. At a time. Come on, come on.
Can we like reach into the wagon in any way? Like, is it open? Is there a door? Is there?
I do not want to handle alchemist fire.
We can't like carry that around.
Very carefully. It's legit
No.
like what's it called? Nitrogen, the one that like the dynamite-
Nitroglycerin.
Yeah, nitroglycerin.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's in my mind at least. I don't know how it actually is, but I always thought of it as one of those things. Like the moment it touches oxygen, poof, it's like white phosphorus. It's like it immediately goes up.
Bruh. Okay.
That's insane.
I'm just gonna slowly back away.
That's why when you were like, "I'm gonna take the fucking wheels off this thing," I was like,
I wasn't gonna take the wheel off. I was just gonna pull the linchpin. So if he did try to run away, we'd blow him up.
"Yeah, every time
Fair
you're like, ah." And then that's it. You'll be picking up pieces of Rictavio from all over the place.
Well, maybe you should have been running around like that, okay?
Well, that's what you get for having 15 fucking names.
Oh no, what did I do?
All right, so yeah, that's your patron. So, yeah, and Ash is falling into a now cold cup of coffee that Sharon finally brought him. All right, so yeah, so roll me some perception checks on the wagon. Oh, that was a really close call.
What is wrong with me? Oh my god. I did roll a natural 1 today though.
You're fixated on your silver sword. You're like, yes.
Yes, silver.
I'm like just seeing the glimmer and like
Yeah,
every now like a new toy. Every now and then I pull it out. It's like, yeah.
you're trying to see the world through it, like reflecting off the back of it.
I'm trying to cut like random things to see how sharp it is.
Okay, so Lilith, Wright, and Talaxian, you guys investigate the carriage, wagon, Jesus, with now kid gloves, and you find out that underneath the wagon is a little tiny trapdoor.
Can someone slide in?
Is this a ladder?
That's a good question.
I mean, it looks like it.
It's a ladder leading to a scaffolding. It says rotting wooden beams support the scaffolding, which groans and creaks with the slightest breeze. A series of ladders and platforms leads to a hole in the northwest wall on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm scoping other places. I don't want to see like any. Do I see anything moving this way?
And that's as far as you go. Nope. It's just scaffolding from there.
Okay.
So, stop it. I slap your digital hand away from the whatever you're touching. All right.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, on the door of this tower is a symbol. Hold on.
So for him to get into this wagon, does he have to go through that little trap door?
Wait, you're telling me that this wagon filled with fucking napalm was in the Blue Water Inn the whole time?
When you first scoped it out, it did not have the napalm in it.
Oh.
Okay. So would he be able to to drive the wagon away without access to that little trap door?
Well, he doesn't. He doesn't go inside the wagon.
Yeah,
to
he
drive
sits
it.
up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a car.
Well, I didn't know if it was like he had to like climb in to get up to there. I don't know. Calm down.
What's the symbol on the door? Can I touch it? No, I don't want to touch it.
No,
I want to
no, it's fine.
investigate it.
Okay, hold on. So the symbol on the door looks a little like this.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Do we recognize the symbol in that at all?
Hold on a second. The tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol. A connected series of lines of 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word. Kazan.
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 Travelers of Kazan.
Who was on?
Do we have to do the dance?
Settlers of Kazan.
Do we have to do the dance while saying that Kazam thing?
Yep.
I want to try to do the dance.
Yep.
Just
That's what
a
you
Do
do.
the dance. Do the dance.
Do it.
All right, so I'm starting from the
Get
right.
get up and do the dance.
I can't see from that far. You guys see me? Cause like, see, I can't even.
Gotta get real far back.
You can't zoom in on it?
Well, from this distance, I can't. Wait, okay,
Okay.
so I'm starting like this. I can't see. Alright,
Let's
alright.
just say you did it.
This is stupid.
This is gonna be one of those Twitch highlights.
Damn it, I messed it up. Hold on.
You
Down,
messed it up? Wait, did you mess
Down.
up the dance?
See your arms. We can't see your
down,
arms.
down, down. My eyes. Down, down. There you go.
Just
Oh, you
waiting
guys
for
gonna see
Kristen
the
to
whole
turn
thing.
around.
Damn it.
Perfect.
I don't know. It looked right to me.
Wonderful.
You're signaling a plane to land.
I did
Okay.
it.
Yay.
Okay.
You sure did.
So,
It was amazing.
okay. Just to give you just to give a little bit of backstory, I was reading some kind of helpful tips for this game, and there's ones like when they get to this part, make someone dance. Like do the dance.
I
And it-
love that.
I would have stood up, but like my camera is so narrow.
That's fine.
I'll have to be standing where Kristen is.
Okay, so
Knock Chris out of the way.
when you do the dance, you hear as if coming from everywhere the sound of a lock just and then the door.
I knew my dancing classes will pay off.
Yeah.
Well,
Guys, it opened. I like how I didn't even question it. I just started dancing. Vesemir just stood in front of them.
yeah,
I
you
got
didn't even
song.
tell anyone what you were doing. You're just like, all right, well, that's got to be it.
Yeah.
I got a song in my heart. I gotta let it out.
Eventually, the rhythm does catch us.
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Can we just investigate to see if there's any traps? Make sure we're not like stepping immediately into a layer of napalm.
Yeah, true.
Before we continue, though, because I don't have a problem with it, but it's already 10:05.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should actually kind of wrap this up here.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, this is a good point to stop.
Yeah.
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 So, I didn't skip things, but I kind of like rushed you guys here. So I'm like, okay, let's get to the cool part. But yeah, I would say this is probably a pretty good stopping point. So the last thing you guys see is Vesemir doing a dance.
And then a fade out.
Yeah.
And then the door popped open and just darkness inside.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like
And
it's like the Resident Evil door opening.
yeah, exactly. It's a loading screen for Resident Evil.
You
Oh, man.
die.
I can't believe it. We spent so much time in a freaking town. Could have danced this whole time.
I mean, you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Yes.
Nice.
But if they don't dance,
And they're not wearing pants. They're never behind.
Friends of mine.
All right, hold on. Okay, we're gonna end up. Oh, we have.
Well,
viewers.
think about it. You did a dance to open the door,
Right.
which is a lock, which is a form of safety. So you did the safety dance.
Ah.
How about that? All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. This is the end of the stream. We'll be back sometime next week. Bye.
Bye.